Hello. I already see Jacob's here. Hello. Hi, everyone. Um, that's hello to Twitch chat. Whoa. I haven't streamed in like a week and I'm already fucking up. Jesus Christ. Okay, so hello to Twitch chat. Hello to everyone who may be watching on the replays, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. If you are watching the replays and you aren't watching this live, feel free to join us at twitch.tv/playchoicespodcast every Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. Is it PDT? I think is the time zone abbreviation. We play Romance Club every week. Today we're going to be playing Shadows of Saintfour. I felt like it's been forever since I played Shadows of Saintfour, but I think really it's probably only been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Hi Lexi, how are you? Unfortunately, I do have to make a sad announcement. Eric is not going to be able to join us. That's very ominous. I don't know if anyone could hear. So I will also warn everyone that there's a pretty, I don't want to say it's intense, but there is a thunderstorm going on in my area, so you may hear thunder in the background as well, so I apologize. Some people like thunder, I personally do, but I also know some people, causes anxiety, it may be a distraction. So if you hear thunder in the background, I unfortunately am not God, I can't control the weather. So we're just going to power through the circumstances. But yeah, Eric has this thing called a wife and a marriage and a life outside of my streams, unfortunately. So he can't be here this week, so his presence will be missed. Jacob is here to pick up the slack, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you'll be nicer to me than Eric is. So, oh my god, again, I feel like it's been so long since I've even played Shadows of Saintfour, so let's do a recap. We defeated the Pisadaria, is that how we pronounced it? The legend of the Pisadaria was a woman who gave birth to a child while she was fleeing from nuns or something, and put the child in a location where the child, I believe, died. And she haunted the forest for the rest of her afterlife, trying to look for her child. So we solved the great supernatural mystery. We really only have one more episode left in season 1, and based off of the summary for episode 12, I'm willing to place a small monetary bet that it's going to be very LI heavy. Because the summary says you've coped with the Pisadaria, but will you cope with your heart's calling? So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it's short. I'm not a huge fan of any of the LIs. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of excited to start season 2 because I'm very curious to see how they have fleshed out the story to make this a little bit more all-encompassing, and how they're going to stretch it out for 2 more seasons. And yes, Jacob is here to fill the Ericless void. There's a big hole he's left in all of our gaps from not being here tonight. Alright, let's start chapter 12, the school party. A few more days passed before you were called in for questioning. This time your mother went with you. You know, I'm sorry that you're having string problems. Hopefully it's not me. I don't know if there's anything I can do to try to prevent that. But we're here for your commentary, no matter how much your stream lags. You're always welcome. While you were waiting in the waiting room, you nervously flipped through the magazines, preparing your answers to any question beforehand. Finally, the sheriff approached you and led you to his desk. I think you understand why I called you. He said something, but you answered automatically. You could not believe that all that happened to you, so it was easy to lie. And you once again repeated, I don't know. We're still wearing our ritual gown. Sarah, I'll ask again. You said that Miss Baker killed the janitor. He really disappeared, as did the teacher. Sarah already told you that she knows nothing. All right. The sheriff leaned back in his chair, rummaging through the papers. The drug test results came... What? Getting tested for drugs? The drug test results came in. Some students had traces of taking drugs, but we were puzzled by something else. Sam and his stepfather's postmortem. Yeah, postmortem? Did he die? It's Fluff Season 2, you get more of the LIs. Okay, cool. So we're probably in for a pretty easy chapter. Also, hi Ari, how are you? Is Sam's stepfather dead? This does not what? No, no. You can't just mention that there's a dead person and then just skirt by the issue. That's not fair. This does not concern you. Did Piscadaria kill him? I hope so. A certain poison was found in their blood, which in small doses contained in CP25. What? What is that? Yeah, what is that? Drugs that have recently been produced in Saintfour or in the county. We're not sure exactly where. Is this the plot of season 2? There's drugs. Oh shit. They get the poison from these flowers. Those flowers. I remember those. Those are in the cover of the book. Do you know these flowers? Yeah, they're all over the forest. You noticed a faint grin on his lips. Ew. What are you implying? Traces of this poison were found in your daughter's blood, Mrs. O'Neill. Oh, were you streaming on Xbox? Yeah, I really don't know what that experience is like streaming through Xbox. What? It can't be. Mom, I didn't take anything. Calm down, the dose is too low. Maybe you somehow came into contact with these flowers? Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh, I can say the truth, or will they believe me? What truth? Oh, shit. Okay, I can either tell the truth or lie. I can say I come up with an excuse, which I don't, that makes me nervous because that's very vague. I don't know what that means. Say you never saw it, or I found a bunch of those near Sam's corpse. What is the benefit of lying here? I'm just gonna say I found a bunch of them. Oh shit. Strange. We didn't find any flowers near Sam that night. You shrugged. And let me also, for anyone who wasn't here for my preamble, there's like a thunderstorm going on in my area, and I don't know when it's going to slow down, so hopefully, um, it's not too distracting or too loud, but I do hear the thunder kind of rumbling in the background, so it's not the game audio, it's my environment. The sheriff looked at you strangely, but didn't ask any more questions. Is your room the good room? Actually, I chose the cheap room because I thought it was the cutest one out of all of them. Finally, the interrogation was over. When you left the police station, there was a sense of relief in your soul. It's all over. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can still hear my voice. And still hear the music, just a little bit loud in my ear. Okay. You stood by the cliff listening to how the river flows. Your dress fluttered, flapping in the wind. Oh shit. Scared the fuck out of me. You did not save me. How the fuck was I supposed to save her? You turned around, following the voice, and froze, frightened. Miss Baker is dead. Yeah, as she should be. Purple flowers were squeezed in her hands. She waved them in front of your face. Look what you did to me. Oh, what is happening? No, what is happening? Miss Baker came closer and pushed you in the chest with a sharp movement. Your hands tried to cling to— Oh, we're getting pushed over the edge of the cliff. Your hands tried to cling to something, but only grabbed the air. Holy shit. I want everybody to hear the crickets. Hopefully you guys hear the volume. You fell into the abyss. Awareness came a few seconds later, along with a feeling of falling. Your shout was deafening, echoing through the area. Oh, deafeningly echoing through the area. Sarah screams. Oh, look at her cute little pajamas. No. That's not how she said it. She didn't say no like that. Silence. Warm bed, and your pet. Baby's here for. I always forget about baby. Your pet on the pillow beside you. It was just a dream. Just a dream. You looked at your hands. Oh no, what's happening to the hands? They were covered with purple pollen. You jumped off, almost hysterically, dusting it off. I need to talk to Bobby, do I? Maybe he knows something about this flower? Knock knock, can I come in? Yes. What time is it? Soon everything will be starting, you haven't even dressed. Oh, is it time for the dance? We're coming to the dance. What will be starting? What does this flower mean? You are not fully awake yet? Your school. I haven't streamed in a week, y'all. I'm really struggling. I don't know how to talk. Your school party will start soon. It's Columbus Day. Very specific. Oh yes, that. So what will you wear today? You hesitated a little, but your mood quickly improved. You rushed to the wardrobe and opened the doors. Oh, I have a high reputation. Ari said, I'm good. I'm really hoping you get to meet my ally today because he's so good. So I will say I was looking for visuals to put on, like the little pictures and stuff I use to advertise the stream, and I think I did get a little bit of a spoiler about who the ally is. I don't know their name or anything, but I think I saw their face. I think I know who you're talking about. This is fugly. Holy shit. I don't really care. Yeah, this is... Okay, whatever. Let's just do it. I don't really care. Jacob said my Twitch is being screwy even on my phone. Oh, I'm sorry. Baby, you're beautiful. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. She's so sweet. Holy... This music just slapped my eardrums. The doorbell rang. You looked out the window and saw... Stephanie, my date! It's for me. Can you introduce us? No. Yeah, no, we're skipping that. That's so awkward. Are you ashamed of me? Yes. No, I'm just not ready for this right now. Yeah, can I just go talk to my date? Whatever you say. Have a great time. Thank you, Mom. You went outside. A car was waiting for you in the courtyard. Hurricane. Alright, Jacob. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining. Hop in. Dad will give us a lift. She looks so pretty. Coming. She looks so pretty. It was noisy. Many were already dancing. Someone quietly poured alcohol into the punch. Good. There goes the thunder I was telling y'all about. It's so loud. Your heart was pulsing to the beat of the music. Laughter, voices, incendiary songs. Incendiary? Incendiary? Yeah, that's the word. Incendiary songs. Saintfour was hotter than ever. A voice was heard from the podium. You did not see the face because of the dark light and the crowd covering the view. Who is this? Hey, raise your hands! Exactly 494 years have passed since the discovery of America by Christopher Columbus. Americans don't do this. Oh, is it me? Maybe it's a me thing. Anyways, what I was saying before I was notified that my stream was lagging really badly is that Americans don't do this. As an American, I can tell you that nobody announces how many years it's been since America was discovered, quote unquote, which is a load of bullshit, but we can get back on that later. That's a conversation for all other time. How about a hip hip hooray in his honor? Oh, nobody talks like this. Nobody does this. Oh, hip hip. Shot with everyone? Girl, I guess. You took a deep breath and... Oh my god, hooray! Oh, I cannot hear you, hip hip! And everyone shouted in unison, hooray. Oh my god, this face. Hooray! Oh my god. You laugh. There were deafening claps and whistles. Lots of Christopher Columbus stands in the audience. That's a little weird. That's a little strange. You lose image if you don't cheer, unfortunately. But why? Why? Like, literally no one does this. Happy Columbus Day, everybody. Who the fuck is this? It was great. You return to Stephanie. Let's go back to my date. I hope you're drinking because I am. I guess if you're drinking the punch, then yeah, everybody's drinking. There's alcohol in it. You looked at her. Then I blurted out that I would go to a party with Stephanie, but do I want to continue all of this? Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Stephanie. It would be so rude if I took her car to go to the dance and then was like, yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with you the entire time. I could use a little drink. Now you're talking. I don't know if the person who has like a broken leg should be drinking. That seems like that's gonna cause her to hurt herself, but alright. We'll have lots of fun. This music. Oh my god. Scares the bejesus out of me. How's your leg, Steph? No! What? That was the main LI choice? Am I stuck with her now? I didn't think it was that serious. Holy shit. I missed that. Oh no. Do I need to restart? Should I restart? Should I restart the chapter? Oh, or can I break up with her later? Oh, I feel like such an asshole asking that question, but I need to know. I need to know. You can cheat on her? That's fine with me. Yeah, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. God, dang it, y'all. I'm not saying dang it at y'all. It's fully a me mistake. I'm just expressing my regret because holy shit. I didn't want to do that. Can I restart? Yeah, let's restart episode 12. Cause I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up real bad. Oh, I mean, Stephanie's cute, but I don't know enough about her. The music changed and everything. Yeah, I guess I should know when it goes from like very quiet ambiance to really romantic music that's something that's deathly serious. It means that we're becoming monogamous with each other. I didn't realize that school dances were so serious at the moment that you attend one. It kind of was like a big deal with somebody. It was never like that at my school, but all right, let's just actually I'm gonna do be right back and I'm just gonna quick fire run through these options. I don't want to make everyone look at all of the choices again. Damn it, I fucked up. Damn it, I'm so mad. Oh, this sucks. I might have to actually buy tea now because now I'm out of 2 cups. So I might have to make a little purchase. Holy shit, these scenes are so long. Okay, well let me ask while we're waiting. Did anyone in the chat pick Stephanie? Or well, let's say this. How many people finished season 1 cementing a relationship with an ally? Because I'm not really, I mean, the only options were The only options were Michael and Luke and Stephanie. Okay. I just checked and you don't get a chance to break up with Stephanie until like the end of, holy crap, the end of book 3? Holy shit. That's a long time. That's a long relationship. And what a weird, isn't book 3 like the final book? That's kind of weird that they made you sit through all of that. You kind of have to be in the, I feel like they should make that more odd. There should be like a little call out that's like, hey, by the way, if you take this option, you're going to be in a monogamous relationship with someone. Unless you want to cheat. Unless you want to fuck around. We're almost to the scene, everybody. We're almost to the scene. Picking my dress. Lexi said, I'm a Luke Simp since day one. You know, I tried to get back into it with him, but it was difficult. It was a little difficult for me when I took the scene where we went to the diner. That was a little awkward for me. Ari said, finish season 1 single. I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Lexi said, actually, I almost missed the quick time option. Actually, I almost switched in book 2 and 3 because the men are kind of cute there. Well, that's exactly why I'm gonna go Stephanie at the dance. I'm sorry, Stephanie. You're very cute, but I'm not as into the relationship as I thought I was. All right, let's get this bad boy running. You return to Stephanie. Yada, yada, yada. She asked me if I want an alcoholic beverage. I'm going to be alone. Stephanie, I would like to spend this evening by myself, unaccompanied, without anybody. Redacted supremacy. So that's how it is. Actually, this route is actually like really mean because not only did we ghost her at the hospital, but we said yes to her dance invitation and then turned right back around and said, nah. Stephanie isn't really too involved with the story after season 1. Well, bye, Stephanie. As you know, I'm not holding anyone back, but promise me that you will have a great time. Oh, that's kind of sweet. I promise. Adele stood by the table with drinks. Who's Adele again? I'm already forgetting who. She started a rumor about me and Michael. Oh yeah, that bitch. She won't get away with it. Oh my god, she's not gonna get away with it? You remembered all the despair and humiliation that you experienced. Anger gave you confidence. Adele, what the hell? Oh. What was that face? What's the matter? Don't play dumb. You started a rumor about me and Michael. Really? And where does such confidence come from? Are you denying it? Denying that you gave into Michael's charm and acted like an ordinary Bitch, if you gonna imply something, Adele. Say it. It's clear to everyone what you are. She turned to your company, which followed your conversation with interest and exchanged meaningful glances with them. Everyone laughed. You shouldn't give yourself away for nothing. Then there would be no rumors. This fucking bitch. This fucking bitch. Weren't we like friends like a couple of chapters ago? Like she let me borrow her swimsuit and her bikini and everything. Such cheap girls like you. She did not have time. Oh, she didn't have time to finish. But you grabbed a glass of punch and threw it in Adele's face. What are you doing? Are you crazy? You should have been talking shit, bitch. That's the nicest thing I could have done in that situation. Everyone froze. A barely restrained smile froze on their faces. Are you having fun? Mm-hmm. The company hastily dispersed so as to conceal their enjoyment of the act. The punch was trickling in down her hair and her dress was ruined. Good. You. She looked at you with undisguised hatred. She seemed ready to pounce on you. You think I started all that? She laughed hysterically and viciously. You poor girl. You don't even know what's going on behind your back. What is going on? What are you talking about? I'm curious to see how events will develop. I feel it will be most Who talks like this? Most amusing? But no, the most terrible enemies are the hidden ones. She began to laugh, but her laugh broke off as soon as Luke approached. Do not disgrace yourself. Who talks like this? I'm just laughing. Am I not allowed? You are mocking, not laughing. She started it all. Come on. Ignoring her attempts to justify herself, Luke took Adele by the Luke took Adele by the elbow and took her away from you. Okay. Hopefully he's taking her to a madhouse of some kind. The music was loud. People pushed each other, losing themselves in dance and alcohol. Hot, drunk high school students had fun almost like adults. What does that mean? What does it mean to have fun like adults? It was stuffy in the gym, and you decided to cool down. You went outside to get some fresh air. It was even slightly frosty. It's so quiet out here. You looked up at the sky and noticed a shadow flashing by. Oh no. Huh? There was a silhouette by the path that led into the forest. It was impossible to see whether it was a man or a woman, but you felt someone's gaze on you. I don't like the flickering light going on back here. Goosebumps ran over your body. You hurriedly returned to school. Lexi said Adele and Luke are both prep rich kids, so I kind of get them talking weird. Yeah, they're also like not from around Saintfour, so we don't really know like where they're from, and maybe that could explain their diction. It's wild because they're saying that they're drinking at a school party. It's not that I've never heard of people drinking at a school party, but like to be so bold as to spike the punch is like an interesting thing. I mean, this takes place in like what, the 70s again, right? So I think nowadays I think most schools would not put out like an open drink that anyone could put anything in, you know? Your pet was sitting by the window looking at the street lit by lanterns. Did we leave the party? Okay, that was very short. Oh. Okay. What even voice should I give baby? Mistress will come back soon. Let her have some fun. What? She had to endure a lot. And she'll have much more to cope with. The fuck? Solving all of these mysteries with her friends? Test of her strength? She still has a lot to figure out. But will she find the inner strength? I am so mad that I restarted that chapter because that is the shortest chapter ever. I'm so fucking upset. Alright, we're equal parts courage and cautious. We have 12 image. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna go ahead and switch so that way nobody has to see the ad. That was very short, and again, like, it is fluff. It's fluff. It just exists for you to spend time with your ally. Not a lot of content, not a lot of plot. The thing that stinks about staying single is that you don't get a lot of the extra scenes. Some of the other scenes seem shorter, like all the allies get dime scenes, but to be honest, I think it's worth it. Yeah. If I had stayed with the whole Stephanie decision first one that I made, it would have been a longer chapter, but I'm okay with that. I'm not super into Stephanie. She's aight. If you buy tea, it might make the ads go away. I probably do need to buy tea because actually... Oh, wait, let me see 1 second. Oh, it's only like $3. Hold on. Give me 1 second while I go get something to buy this with. Alright, I think I've successfully made this purchase. Yeah, buddy, I did. Okay. We're back. I have tea. I have diamonds. We're here. And we did it. Okay. I probably am going to stream for a little bit longer than I would have initially anticipated, or what I would usually do on a Tuesday night, just because it's been... I missed a week. I missed you guys. So... I did buy something, so hopefully the ads stay away from us as we're going through the chapters. Hi, Kat. How are you? My light is flickering. Very scary. Oh, it's flickering again. Good thing Eric isn't here for the Stephanie slander. Yeah, he'd be defending her. What are we writing against? Hold on, did I miss something? Alright, let's start with Season 2, Episode 1. Summary says, all nightmares are finally over, or are they? They're definitely not over, so let's go ahead and jump in. I hope it's scary, because that's what I'm looking for from this book. I'm looking for scares and looking for creeps. Come on, I just bought tea. Don't do this to me. Romance Club. Romance Club. Do I not have internet? What's going on? I don't have internet. Ugh. I don't know if anyone's still here. How did I literally just purchase diamonds? I literally just purchased diamonds. And you're seriously telling me that that is when my internet decided to go out? That is when everything started to go to shit after I made a purchase on the app? Oh, God. Y'all, listen, let me tell you something. I do not have the time for these spam messages. Fuck off. I'm like not in the mood for someone who's gonna come in my chat and drop some spam messages. It's not the time or the place. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. It was weird because like my internet just went out, but then like nothing. Like I had a light bulb flicker a few times, and that was pretty much it. Um, and then at the same time that my internet finally came back up, Streamlabs crashed on me. It's difficult. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kat. Hi, Fishty. I'm glad you just got here because what was happening was a literal disaster. So hopefully from now on there will be smooth sailing. Hi, Eric. We were just saying, we gave this whole speech about you not being able to be here this week, and I guess it's for naught, I suppose. But I'm glad you're here. How is the cabin? I believe is it a cabin? Cottage? What are you referring to it as? I'm just making sure that my socials are updated. Everybody knowing that we're back online. Ari said the princess was a Stephanie fan and didn't like that she chose to replay. That's probably true. Yes, so I did make some purchases. Okay, so we finished season 2 for everyone season 1, whoa, for everyone who just arrived. I ended the season single. Didn't go with any particular ally. I'm saving myself for whoever comes my way in season 2. And I think we should just go ahead and get started with episode 1. Finally. Assuming nothing else crashes and burns. Yes, I did, Eric. I did. And it's funny because Ari literally just said it's a good thing that Eric isn't here for the Stephanie slander. I think slander is a strong word, though, in my opinion. I was respectfully disagreeing. Respectfully turned her down. Oh no, dude, I literally just purchased diamonds. Please load faster. Is it slander if it's true? Ooh! Y'all are coming out with your swords tonight. Holy crap. Okay, chapter 1, new faces, old problems. The girl was riding a bicycle when she heard a rustling in the bushes and froze. Oh, you haven't played this one. Okay, so you're just stirring the pot just for fun, shits and giggles, right? Who is this girl? What the heck? Bruh, I know they didn't. Am I gonna have to swoosh swoosh a squirrel? A squirrel? Why is it saying swoosh swoosh? In several jumps, they overcame the distance between them and jumped directly into her arms. Oh no. It's not cute. She's laughing. She's it's not cute. A wild animal jumping into your arms. It's not cute. She was delighted. You're so cute. What? Is this the sounds the squirrels make? Hey, where are you going? The squirrel jumped to the ground and ran toward the forest, but suddenly stopped and turned around. Don't go. The girl hopped off the bike and ran after the animal. Oh, she's gonna die. But the squirrel immediately rushed on, leading the child deeper and deeper into the forest. She's gonna die. Oh. What is it? Shh. Shh. Hi, Katie. Anyone who's new to the Shadows of Saintfour stream, oh, well, thanks for joining while you could, Eric. We'll see you next week. Anyone who's new to the Shadows of Saintfour stream, I want to make you aware to the fact that, I mean, my voice acting is bad in general, but, like, especially on Shadows of Saintfour, because they include so much. What is it called? Automatopoeia? Is when they add, like, words for noises and stuff. There's so much of it. The leaves rustled, creating the impression that the wind was whispering something. Shh, shh. That's what wind sounds like. Closer. She's gonna die. This little girl's gonna die. The shadow flashed behind the tree. Aw, thank you, Kat. I'm not good, but I'm glad that you think so. Who's there? She's gonna die. Shh. The wind whispered. Oh my god. The shadow stretched out something and candy fell at the girl's feet. Is it for me? Yes. Yes. This damn squirrel. First of all, what species of squirrel has like this type of hair coming off of its ears? The rodent jumped on her shoulder. The girl thought a little more ill and picked up the candy. Oh no. Well, what the fuck is that? I don't want to eat them, but I have no choice. Delicious. Yeah, I don't trust it either, KT. Before she could finish eating, she felt dizzy and everything around her became blurry. What is happening with me? Mommy? Shh. Do not be afraid. Candy fell out of her hands and she fell to the ground. That's what you get for putting shit in your mouth you just should not be putting in there. The girl's eyes slowly closed. What? The entire table was covered with cards and chips, so she died. I mean, she at least passed out, but I think she's gonna die. You already played Monopoly and decided to finish with a game of Uno. Oh, this is Child Eric. Okay. Remember, or Derek. Remember that the winner makes a wish the loser has to complete. Don't worry, I'm still considering what my wish is gonna be. Is this like after the dance? We met up to like hang out after the dance? Are you so sure you'll win? You only have a few cards left. Should I take a chance and take a card from the deck or discard the last trump card? We're playing Uno? What are we playing again? I already forgot. I'm gonna take a chance. You save the card that gives you the right to choose a color. Yeah, we're playing Uno. And took another from the deck. Damn. The card did not fit in and you had to pick it up instead of throwing it on the table right away. It was Derek's turn. Season 2 is your favorite? I've heard a lot of good things about both Season 2 and Season 3. Uno! What? Do nothing? I don't know. Bobby and Candy managed to put down their cards. Take penalty from the deck. Y'all, first of all, who plays Uno by, like, the box directions? I don't. Why is that? You haven't played your cards. It's the rules. No one plays it by the box directions. We can thank the company for giving us the cards, but as far as trying to tell us how to play, I do not care for their input or direction. Derek finished the game first. Bobby and Candy soon followed. Damn, so I lost. Oh, I lost. Wait, do we have to do something now? You lost, Sarah. Yeah, I know it. Go ahead and make a wish. But I don't know what I'll wish for yet. Hey, that's not how it works. You have to make a wish. Come on, Derek. We're just fooling around. Well, alright. Oh my god. Sarah, are you ready to fulfill my wishes? Make up your mind already. How about... Oh. Oh, we're playing as Derek. Okay, this is interesting. Kiss on the cheek, kiss candy, a dance. I like adult Derek. Adult Derek is cute. Kid Derek is a little disturbing, to be honest. I'll do it. I'll kiss him on the cheek. A kiss? Derek rolled his eyes. It's symbolic, or should I come up with a more difficult wish? Oh no, a kiss is fine. Oh, Cat, I'm sorry, Cat, I didn't see you. You came closer to him, even closer. Derek did not move. With a smile on his face, he watched you approaching. Can you help me? This music, oh my god. You're doing pretty well so far. She touched his cheek, moved close, but froze. Then she made up her mind, but at that moment, Derek turned to say something. Your lips met. You felt how he got tense, but he did not recoil. You continued to stand without taking away your lips. For some reason I like it. You close your lips, then open them, causing Derek to move in the same way. Whoa. And to your surprise, he willingly responded to the kiss. His breathing noticeably quickened. Derek took a step back. Candy and Bobby sat with their mouths open. Aw, this is... Shut up. Yeah, it's just Arya said, ooh. That's so awkward, though. Have you guys ever, like, played a game like that where people just, like, make out in front of you? It's so awkward. You looked at the clock. Oh, no. I have to go home. You jumped up and walked to the coat hanger. Don't forget about today. What's today? Yeah, Bobby and Candy just being fucking voyeurs. What about today? We agreed to meet tonight. Did you forget? Meet for what? You asked for my help with algebra, now you don't remember. Not to distract from the awkward makeout scene, I just checked the rules and this weird put your cards down thing is not in them. I don't know where they would have gotten that from then. Oh yes, that. Everything is still on there. Don't pout, I remember. It was already deep autumn. It wasn't worth heading out without a coat. That's the word. Coat. That's the word I was looking for. That is, oh man. In Vogue jacket? Holy shit. I mean, I don't want to spend diamonds. KT said I kissed him. Okay, KT. Is Derek your ally of choice in this season? Candy watched you dressing and circled around you with delight, looking at the jacket. Where did you get that? I want one too. No, girl, no you do not. I think the flashback is based in the 70s, if I'm correct. I bought it in Baltimore. Cat said it's definitely not in Vogue. They understand fashion there. Did I... Huh? Oh, I'm stuck with the coat. No! No! Oh, no. Katie said, yep, he's hot. I'm into adult Derek. Adult Derek is, whew! Saying goodbye to the guys, you jumped out into the street. I'm home. Why are we still wearing the prom dress? Because she said, I'd understand 80s or 90s. Things were bad then. Yeah, it's kind of an excuse. Baby, we have guests. Mrs. Hill! Hi, Sarah! Hello, Sarah! Oh my god, is everything okay? I'm gonna see my daughter for a week or two. She pointed to a few old briefcases tucked off in the corner. I have not seen her in such a long time. Well, why are you here? I came to say goodbye and ask for your help. Me? Do you think you could look after my shop? No. Girl, you got some witchcraft in that shop. I don't want to be in there. I don't know if I can manage it. It's scary, haunted. Oh, no, no. Nothing special. Don't worry. Oh, okay, so it is the 80s. It's 1886. I'm sorry. The main thing is to ensure that everything stays in place and to feed the animals twice a day. I understand that I'm imposing a burden on you. But... oh, God. Yes, of course, it's fine. I'll watch over your shop. Oh, Sarah, you are my savior. She hugged you and hurried to the exit. I'll miss my train. I almost forgot. Here are the keys. Thank you. Mrs. Hill once again hugged you, waved at your mother, and went out into the street. Funny old lady. You jingled the keys in your hand. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. Candy! Candy! Oh, where's Candy? Why'd you let her go on her own? She's a big girl. And now she's gone. We'll find her. As always, you are so confident. Derek stopped, pointed the flashlight in your face. Do you have something against it? Oh, doesn't that remind you of anything? It all starts with candy. Oh, shit. Candies are like, what is it, hold on, what's it called? In a mine? Those are the birds. You have always considered yourself the smartest. You didn't believe me or Bobby, and we alone had to figure everything out. Oh, this is kind of fair. This is kind of a fair critique. I was wrong. I'm sorry for that, but don't try to make me a scapegoat. He again moved forward. Frowning, you followed. Shh, shh, shh. A branch creaked in the wind. Canary in a coal mine. Thank you, Ari. That's what I was thinking about. Don't leave me alone. With a few jumps, he caught up with you and clutched your hand. The lesson... okay, so now we're back to the fall of 1986. The lesson was supposed to begin, but Miss Drew, your history teacher, had not yet come. You turned around and noticed Luke. He diligently wrote something in his notebook. Finally, the teacher came to class with some guy. Oh. Hello. Class, a moment of your attention, please. What a handsome guy. Silence. Oh. Meet John. Sergeant today who will study at our school. John, if you want, you can say a few words about yourself. He's kind of cute. Hold on. He was a little confused, but quickly pulled himself together. Hey, everybody. I moved to Saintfour just recently. I don't know anyone, but I hope it won't be for long. Sure, sit down. Ooh, John sat beside you, me, in this next row. You looked at him with interest, but thought about something else, gazing at him. He noticed it. Oh. John reminds me of a classmate. Well, he's handsome. He's a cute guy. I'm gonna smile. John froze a little and then looked at you more deliberately. You felt how he appreciates you. A barely perceptible smile suddenly began to play on his face. He lowered his head slightly as if to greet you, and then turned away as if he had forgotten about you right away. He's just nervous. It's just his first day. It's fine. And finally, homework. The class sighed. I will split you into pairs so you can practice working as a team. Do we get to pick John? Toward the end of the semester, you will have to work on a whole project in a group of 4 people, but there is still time before that. She opened the list and began to read names. John. Finally, it came to yours. O'Neill and Mooring. John. Oh no, it's Luke. I'm with Luke. You turned around. Uh-oh. After school, you meet up with Luke to go over your history assignment. You were a little embarrassed. The silence dragged on, and you frantically searched for a conversation topic. Luke, did I offend you? This fucking coat, I don't want to wear it. No, I told you. We're still friends, right? Girl, I guess. Yes. Luke's house is closer to school than you thought. Time passed quickly and you were already inside. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we all said, Fishy. It's basically Leo. Make yourself comfortable. What the fuck kind of house is this? I mean, I know he's rich, but damn. Make yourself comfortable. Wow, it's very gaudy. Oh, gloomy. Yeah, I'll go with that word too. More like a museum than a house you want to come back to. Oh, I kind of feel bad for him. Would you like something warm to drink? Yes, thanks. It's rather chilly in here. The walls won't warm you up. One sec. Luke disappeared into the kitchen and returned with a tray. Hot coffee. Okay. You looked around. You have so many pictures and faces. What do we not have around here? Saintfour is so far from the places where you can find something worthwhile. Or are your parents done with antiques? No, not at all. Why do you ask? Luke visibly tensed. His voice became cold, almost rough. I didn't mean to offend you. He seemed to wake up, ruffled his hair, and laughed a little. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. This conversation is so, I just do not know what we're talking about. That's okay. What is it with them? Luke got up, walked around the living room, stood beside one of the paintings, and looked at it for a long time. Finally, his voice rang out. Our family really came into Saintfour, for one thing. Yes, we're finally getting to the creepy family story. I'm so excited. But getting it was not so easy. What was this thing? I can't say. You son of a bitch. Is he punishing me for rejecting him? The front door slammed. Here we go. What are you doing here? Hello to you too, Adele. That wasn't a greeting. Luke? What? Have you no pride at all? Adele threw her coat on the chair and sat next to you. She folded her arms in front of her, staring silently at you. What? Continue cooing, or am I bothering you? Sarah, should we go up to my room and get down to our history project? Let's go. Yeah, let's get the fuck away from this bitch. When you were already headed for the stairs, you suddenly remembered Adele's words at the party. You turned to Luke's sister. What did you mean when you said all that about what's happening behind my back? This question amused her very much. Oh, I'm not the one to ask there. And who should I ask? Probably Michael. It's strange that you still don't know about anything. Don't pay attention to her, Sarah. Okay, we're just staring at each other. You went up with Luke to his room. Give me 1 second to take a little sip of water. The task is simple, in fact. He laid out the textbooks, opening them to the right pages. But then you quickly got into the task at hand. Sometimes it was interrupted by a laugh or a snack, and then you returned to the history project. What kind of bedroom is this? I'm just now realizing where we are. This doesn't look like a high schooler's bedroom, with the exception of this little figurine in the back. After a couple of hours, the task was completed. KT said there's about one cute girl and 3 pretty good-looking dudes in this story. Cause who are you considering good-looking? Like John? I know you like Derek. I don't know if by girl you mean Stephanie. I can guarantee us the highest score on class on this one. When you finished, you went downstairs. As soon as Luke noticed his parents in the living room, he stopped, visibly tense. I'll say hello. It's very rude to be in someone's home and not greet them. Hello. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, Stephanie's really fucking cute. I just don't know about her personality. Did you treat your guests to some tea? Don't worry about it. Sarah, have you seen our paintings? Yes, they are wonderful. All these things are my pride. I'm glad you can appreciate it. What brings you here? We had a history assignment. Really? Luke's mom smiled exponentially, but you realize all this politeness was fake and you were very not welcome here. There was an awkward pause. You wanted to be rude and leave, but something inside you stopped the action. You decided to prove that you deserve respect. Probably our passion seemed strange to you. But maybe Luke told you about everything, what we do and why we came. This is so, what the fuck? Can I just work on my homework? He didn't say much, really. Sounds like him. Silence took over again. Oh my god, can we leave? You felt the hard look of Luke's mother. So can you stay with us for dinner? No, I gotta go home. I'm only clicking this because I do genuinely want to know more about their family because they're weird, but this is incredibly awkward. You... Didn't he invite me to dinner and now I feel like he's giving me a vibe that he doesn't want me to be there? Oh, then let's go. Mr. Mooring wanted to head to the kitchen, but Mrs. Mooring stopped him. I hope my son will not get angry with me for this rudeness, but... Mom? Luke pulled you behind his back as if defending. But his mother was unshakable. that hair, like you talk about Mr. Mooring, because yeah. And yet, I will say it. It would be more tactful to refuse the invitation to dinner. Oh. It is a pity you did not understand this. Oh. It did say they were just putting on the politeness. Okay. I guess that's fair. I think you should go. Luke grabbed you by the hand and, throwing an angry look at his parents, went out with you into the street. Well, you know what? Fuck them. I wasn't trying to develop a relationship with them anyways. I lost 2 image. Oh, no! Forgive my parents. They need to... Oh. I'm just gonna be nice. Yes, my parents are somewhat arrogant to those who want to join our circle. Mom thought you were just talking to me because of our status. Forgive them again. Everything is fine, I understand. Should I walk you home? What is that face for? No need. I need to drop by the antique shop of Mrs. Hill to feed her animals. Where is Mrs. Hill herself? What is this horrified face? Everything's fine, Luke. What's going on? Left for a few weeks to visit her daughter. Really? Oh well, be careful. You walk slowly, pondering over the things that happened. Your hand was already on the handle of the door, but a noise made you freeze. Bam! Bam! You leaned against the window, but you couldn't see anything in the dark. The sounds continued. Because Mrs. Hill's animals rebel. Rebel. You went inside, the bell rang treacherously. They did try to attack us last time. Is anyone here? Silence. And then bam. Who's there? You didn't have time to take another step as you were confronted with a dark silhouette. He held something in his hands, but lost his balance from the collision, dropping the stolen goods. Cling, cling. The sound of a rolling glass object was heard. You took a step back, instinctively wanting to run away, but the figure grabbed your arm. Don't touch me. Lash out, let's just break free. You pushed the opponent, and it slightly loosened his grip. Freed, you ran towards the exit, and it followed. Don't come any closer! But the dark figure rushed past you and jumped out into the street, hiding. You fell on the floor, breathing heavily. Mrs. Hill did not prepare me for this. Holy shit, yeah, she's been gone like 1 day and her shit got robbed. You looked around. Maybe she should have asked like an actual adult to look after her store. The lockers were opened, the boxes were unpacked, some things were spread out and scattered across the floor. It was looking for something. Why do you keep calling it an it? You remember that the thief dropped something it had found and began to crawl trying to find it. Finally, you saw a strange crystal object like a needle get hollow inside. Oh, okay. An antique item. Looks old, probably worth a lot of money. You hid it in your pocket. I'll keep it better at home until Mrs. Hill returns. Girl, the animals were dead asleep. They did not react to your voice or touch, only breathed measuredly. You called Derek and Bobby and told them what happened and asked them to come. The waiting was hard. You were afraid that the thief would come back for the needle. Finally, the boys came into the shop. Derek came right up to you. Are you okay? Remembering your kiss, he got a little embarrassed and went silent. Then he looked into your eyes again, and a question could be read in his eyes. Is he asking me or himself? It seems everything is intact. Some things are scattered. Yes, the thief was looking for this needle, I think. You showed it to the boys. Derek approached the animals, examined their food. Looks like they got drugged. He drugged the animals? You have to wait for my dad. Bobby walked around the shop holding his hands behind his back. Suddenly he stopped at one of the paintings. Oh, the flower. Is that it? What are we looking at? It's a hellebore? Hellebore? So what? An interesting flower in terms of history. It was used as a cure for insanity. Here, the purple hellebore is depicted, and it is also called the black hellebore. It is poisonous, causing hallucinations and choking. An overdose may even lead to death. And drugs seem to be made out of it. You looked at the picture once again as if seeing it for the first time. And the truth is, these are the same flowers. A car drove up to the antique shop. It's Dad. So, for anyone who doesn't understand, kind of at the end of season 1, they confirm that there are these flowers that grow in Saintfour that can be used to make drugs, and they grow in like a nearby forest. So I guess somebody took some flowers and put it in the dog food and drugged the animals. I don't know. When you once again told about what happened, Sheriff Nixon released you. Meet me in an hour outside your house, okay? Okay. Can we just go to bed? Mom was asleep on the couch. You tucked her blanket and went to turn off the TV. Miss Megan White, a 9-year-old girl. She's dead. If you have any information about her location, please inform the police or the editorial. Pam! You pressed the button and the screen went out. You looked at the time. Where is Bobby? There was nobody in the courtyard and the road was empty. Another hour passed and Bobby did not come. Now you forgot, right, Bobby? I think it makes no sense to wait for him. He's not coming and it's too late for algebra anyway. You went up to your room. I need to hide a needle, but where? Under the mattress, under the floorboard, behind the nightstand. Is there a wrong choice here? I'll do floorboard. You looked around the room looking at one of the floorboards. You had to tinker, but you picked it out and made a secret hiding place. Not only the needle, but money and fake passports can be hidden here. What? Oh, just like in the movies. I was like, what money and fake passports are we hiding? Now I can go to bed with peace of mind. As soon... Oh. Your choice will affect the story. Okay. As soon as your head touched the pillow, your eyes immediately shut. I was a little apprehensive about choosing floorboard because I was like, if we need it in the future, it's not going to be that accessible, but it is what it is. This is an alarm ringing. Ring, ring. There are 2 wrong choices. Oh boy. You stretched out in bed. door opened. Baby, Michael. I do not like this man. Michael is on the phone. Michael? Your heart skipped a few beats. Why is he calling? Hastily, you went down to the living room. It's so early in the morning, too. Yes? Sarah, hello, did I wake you up? No, is everything okay? Huh? What? What is happening here? Of course. Well, kiddos, isn't it time to go home? Mom is already worried. What are you talking about? About my brother, what else? He went to your place to do algebra or whatever. He's not back yet. Ooh. I hope you did not sleep in the same bed. Okay, rude. But Michael, Bobby didn't come to my house tonight. Bobby's missing. Bobby is gone. Okay, we're like one more point in caution than courage. I lost image. I'm just gonna change the screen really quickly so I can get these diamonds. Alright, Bobby's missing. Bobby came to our house last night to do algebra. Well, tried to come to our house last night to do algebra. He's not dead. We know he's certainly alive in the present time period, but he's kidnapped. Maybe by the swoosh swoosh squirrel. Why does Michael have to be the way that he is? He's so fucking annoying. Like, oh my god. They have the worst LIs in this book. Okay, I don't know if I'm still gonna get an ad because I made a purchase. Ooh, hello diamonds. Okay, episode 2 at 8 said, where is Bobby's gone? Don't give me an ad. Don't give me an... Yes, no ad. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to be in an I made a purchase on the app club. Even though things are loading rather slowly. It's really bold. For Michael to insinuate that we're fucking Bobby. That's weird. Lexi says she thinks this book has bad LIs. That sounds ominous. They really do. I'm so glad they have good plot. Yeah, I'm enjoying the plot so far. You know, it's enough to kind of keep me in it. Ari said, "Don't you talk about redacted that way." I can't wait until we meet who you're talking about, so we can get to discussing this. It's nothing compared to My Hollywood Story and Queen in 30 Days. I haven't seen that book. I know Hollywood Story is bad, but Queen in 30 Days. Chapter 2, The Knife to the Throat. Where do you think Bobby went last night? Candy turned to you and Derek. You walked to school for a good 15 minutes without saying a word. I don't know, but he's unlikely to come to school today. To begin with, he'll have to face the anger of his parents. Do you think something could have happened to Bobby? He already ran away once, but then we knew where he was hiding. Why did he run away? The wind blew, tearing an armful of leaves from the treetops. Impressed by the view, the guys ignored your question. So beautiful. You stopped in front of the school, waiting for the car to pass. Suddenly... Shh! What is this, the wind again? A puddle... Oh, this is the car driving by. A wave of puddle water splashed all over you. I can't talk tonight. Candy managed to recoil, while you took the brunt of the blow upon yourself. Well, at least we're wearing this ugly-ass jacket. It's not like I'm trying to protect it or anything. Queen in 30 Days is a bad version of the Royal Romance, and the only good LI, in my opinion, isn't included until the last book. Oh no, there's multiple books of it. The children noises in the back are a little creepy in my opinion. Yeah, I don't really like the ambiance of this book. It's like they switch between having some like really quiet background noise versus like really loud music that I don't appreciate. She and Derek could barely hold back their smiles. I'm afraid he'll need a spare change of clothes again. Candy took out the extra clothes. Candy's a good friend. I'm not spending money. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, I regret it. The bell rang. Candy and I have chemistry now. See you later. I'll have to. The teacher was focused. Are we back with John? The teacher was focused on writing something on the blackboard. Others diligently wrote the formulas in their notebooks. I wonder where Bobby is. Why did he run away? And did he actually run away? I think he's gonna be my ally, you guys. A difficult morning? What? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You look so concerned. It usually happens when something's bothering you. What? Has he been watching me? What is that outfit? I forgot that some of these outfits are unique. Yeah, we're getting into the territory of like all the free outfits look like shit. Having initiated a conversation, John moved closer to you so you could hear him. But before you could answer, he turned away again, conjuring something with his notebook. What is he doing? You stretched your neck forward to get a better look. Hold on. Don't be sad anymore. What? Aww, he's gonna be my ally. He gave me a paper flower. That's adorable. Thank you. John's lips slightly smiled. The lesson dragged on forever, but finally the long-awaited bell rang. How the fuck did he make that flower so quickly? You went out into the hall and immediately noticed Derek and Luke. Are you sure he went to his house? Well, he was heading in that direction at least. What's the matter? Never mind. I'm gonna just say he's pissed me off. Yesterday, on the way home from the shop, we ran into Luke. Luke and Bobby went on without me, so I wanted to know what happened afterwards. Luke says that Bobby was heading home. You think he's... I don't know. Where are you going now? To see Stephanie. Derek nodded with a detached expression on his face. Good. Luke, what was the last time you saw him? Do you remember? As soon as the boys moved forward, a man approached you with trembling hands stretching out to some kind of leaflets. Excuse me, have you ever seen my son, David? I'm glad I stayed single from the last book, because John is a cutie patootie. He put a photo of a boy with a phone number below into your hand. If you see him, please call this number. I don't... Mr. Walter. Yes? We've discussed this with you. You do not have permission to be here. But my son... You'll create a panic among the students. But my boy is gone. I understand your concern, Mr. Walter. But until the sheriff issues a formal investigation, I cannot allow you to do this on school grounds. He's a child. Why doesn't the sheriff want to do his duty? Mr. Walter raised his voice, and the principal, gently taking him by the elbow, wanted to take him a little to the side. Maybe we should go to my office? But he pulled away his hand. No, answer my question. Why wouldn't the sheriff start looking for a child as soon as he disappeared? Why would he know? Why didn't he assemble a search party, and why am I not allowed to do the search myself? The principal exhaled impatiently. Perhaps because your son has reportedly run away from home and even from the city. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, but I feel that something is wrong with him. I understand, and yet... Mr. Walter's eyes filled with tears. He brushed them off and fell silent. The papers trembled in his hands. Oh... This is sad. And I'm not just saying that because it says it on the screen. This is actually really sad. I'm gonna say he needs help. We'll spend the diamonds. Whatever, we got him. You came closer to them. The principal frowned, but he put his head forward. Not right now. Later you can come to my office with all of your questions. I wanted to ask about the boy that is missing. Do you know something? No, but you turned to the principal. They said on the news that a girl was missing. Bobby didn't come home yesterday, and now Mr. Walter's son is also gone. Don't you think this is strange? Try not to panic for now. The school's reputation is suffering as it is in light of the latest events. Yeah. I asked him if the reputation was the most important thing to worry about. Is it more precious than human lives? The principal jerked his chin, stubbornly disagreeing with your words, and yet a doubt glimpsed in his eyes. Oh, fine. You can post flyers on our stands, but do not spread them among students and do not stalk them at the school's entrance. Of course, thank you. He nervously shook the principal's hand, continuing to thank him, and he almost burst into tears for the second time. When the principal had left, he turned to you. Thank you. If it weren't for you, yeah, I need some more image points. I don't know what I can do for you, but you can always call the number on the leaflet. I will be at your service. Thanks, Mr. Walter. Oh, he's such a nice guy. Don't mention it. Hope your son is found soon. This is sad. Why are there so many people disappearing? You've been walking for an hour, shouting Candy's name. I think we're back in present time if I caught the alert quickly. She's not going to respond. Enough! Well, just giving up won't help Candy. If she could hear us, she would have responded hours ago. Why do you have to fight me on everything? You're unbearable. Ooh, I kind of like the tension between these two. And you're a stubborn moron. Oh. When you talk about Mr. Walter tugging at your heartstrings, that was a really touching scene. Because of the upcoming Halloween party, Stephanie missed a lot of classes helping with the preparation. So you brought her assignments to her afterwards. Yes, and put them up higher, not like on Columbus Day. She gave the guys instructions on how to decorate the school. Hey, hello. Oh, what brings you here? You handed her some notebooks and Stephanie immediately understood everything. Oh, does she think we were coming to just to see her? Oh, I was hoping they would free me from all of this. As you can see, no. Okay, thanks. Put them somewhere over there. Sorry, I would chat with you, but there's a lot of work to be done. That's okay, I won't distract you. The tension between MC and it's very good. Oh, it's very good. Thunder rumbled in the sky and one could smell the approaching rain. The cold wind made you shiver. I should have brought an umbrella. John came out of the school's front doors. It's my crush, John. He pulled an umbrella from his backpack and started on down the sidewalk, but noticing you, he stopped. The heavy stuff's coming any minute now. Aren't you afraid to get wet? Not in this outfit. This looks like the thickest, ugliest raincoat I've ever seen in my life. No, I'm good. KT said it's a slow burn with Derek. Yeah, with Derek, I bet it. Maybe we can go together. After all, we're heading in the same direction. Yeah, that'd be nice. Thanks. Oh, here goes music. Out of nowhere. All the way you chatted about various things. For some reason, next to him, you didn't feel quite as tense, as stiff. Okay, I can't. How do you like it in Saintfour? Have you made friends with anyone or tell me about yourself? Guess we'll do the generic tell me about yourself. Ooh, tough question. This coat. Oh, my shit just flashed out. Okay, this coat is basically a clown raincoat. It's the ugliest shit I've ever seen in my life. Ooh, tough question. Well, you can tell me about your shortcomings, huh? Why do you want to know about my flaws? They characterize a person better. That's kind of a weird question to ask somebody. Oh, well, let's see. I am very stubborn. Sometimes it's hard for me to admit my mistakes. Okay, cool. Nice. We're getting some nice juicy red flags dropped into the conversation immediately. He was thinking about something in silence. At least he can admit that he's stubborn. You walked, huddled together under the same umbrella. John was silent, and you glanced at him from time to time, trying to understand the reason for the sudden mood change. Finally, he shook off the haze. He shook off the haze of his thoughts. I'm hungry. Do you want to go to a cafe or something? You hesitated, and he hastily added, if you want, we don't even have to talk. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. I just don't like being alone. It's alright. I know a place. I think you'll like it there. Yeah, we have exactly one diner in the entire town of Saintfour, so let's go there. You sat down at a table, but nobody approached you for a long time. Are you sure I should like this place? Bam! A menu fell on the table. Order. Are you alright? Do I look alright to you? My waitstaff are completely lazy. They get sick whenever they please. I didn't open my own cafe to continue to slave as a waiter. It's kind of you gotta do what you gotta do when you own a small business restaurant, but you know. John wanted to say something, but the cafe owner didn't even think about stopping the roaring avalanche of his complaints. The youth are so weak these days, you sneeze around them and the next day they are dying in bed with a fever. It was different back in my days. You and John exchanged glances, unable to hide your smiles. Funny old man. Who did you just call an old man? Not 10 years ago, I worked as a pilot and performed such maneuvers that you'd never have dreamed of. I remember once my plane crashed on an uninhabited island. Yeah, sure. I barely survived. Broke a few ribs. Did I say? Broke a few ribs. I broke a few ribs, sprained a foot. I was saved and looked after by an Amazon. This man is a liar. An Amazon? That's probably the most offensive way you could refer to someone. When I got... Oh my god. When I got back to my feet, she wanted me to impregnate her. Sure. John coughed, trying to stop the laughter. What did you do? Yeah, this is boomer behavior for sure. Nothing, of course, but she did not like it. A whole nation of dissatisfied women with spears and arrows chased me to the shore. And you dare to call me an old man. Someone called him from another table. Yeah, because of you and your chatter, I kept people waiting. What? Can I order food? Order, now. John cleared his throat again and looked at the menu. He's into Amazonian women, apparently. What will you have, Sarah? Thank God we can finally order. Oh, I ain't having a salad. I'm gonna have some steak. I'm hungry like a wolf, so perhaps a steak. Good choice. I'll have meat too. When you had finished eating, John sat back in the booth looking at you. Perhaps you are popular with guys at school and maybe outside of it? He immediately raised his hands up. I hope my question did not seem tactless to you. I just told you what I was thinking. I was asking, why do you think that? He shrugged. I'm just observant. You're not much different from the other girls, but at the same time, there's something about you. Special? Special? No, maybe not that. In your world, this word is somewhat ordinary, don't you think? Possibly. Well, let's just go with that word for lack of a better substitute. Special. John repeated the word as if he was tasting it. Maybe we should go, or you done eating? Oh, is Streamlabs having a fit? John is, he's putting on some moves on Sarah. Maybe we should go? Are you done eating? Yeah. You have some nice steak. I'll walk you home if you'll allow me. I will. That's the one thing that I do appreciate about this story, and I think just out of the two stories that I've played for Romance Club in general, is that they do give you a decent amount of scenes, kind of like switching between the allies, so you have time with each of them. without having to spend diamonds, which I like. You walked, almost without interrupting the silence, but it was not burdensome. Suddenly... What? What is this? A bandit! He's... I'm sorry, other than the knife, this dude does not look threatening at all. You move one muscle and I cut you. Oh, he pressed it to my throat. John paused intensely, looking at the man who had grabbed you. What do you want? Discount Zig, stop it. Shut your mouth. Do you need money? John reached into his pocket. I said move and I cut you. John? Everything's fine. Stay calm, Sarah. Good then. You don't need money, then what is it? Did I say I don't need money, asshole? I need to do something. The blade is sharp, but if I take a chance... You breathed in more air, feeling the cold metal scratching the skin on your neck, and screamed. I don't want to scream, but she's screaming for help. Shut up! He took the blade away from your throat and shut your mouth. You hit him hard. In the groin. Take that. You took a swing and hit the thug in the groin with all your might. He immediately loosened his grip. Right in the balls. You jumped away from him and hid behind John. We should be running away, not hiding behind John. You pressed the... Oh. He pressed the attacker to the ground. Okay, John. The thug's face was pressed into the ground and you couldn't see it. But you noticed a tattoo on the neck that had descended onto his back. You stooped, pushing the collar of his jacket back. Dragon, such a rich black ink. Get your hands off of me. I've seen this tattoo before. The Black Dragons, baby. Why are you identifying your group? Haven't you heard of us? He said this with fervent pride. No, I haven't. The thug shook his head, trying to get your hand off, and you could see his face. John, look! He has black eyes and his lips are purple. What? The drug works on the mucous membranes of the eyes and the mouth. If you get too carried away, it eats right through them. Oh. He's on drugs? He's on drugs. The ones that the sheriff was talking about. Drugs? Yeah, what? Yeah, let's do our own detective work. We need to question him about them. Hey, you! Who did you buy the drugs from? What drugs? Oh, it was... Ooh. I want to say it was CP25. The gangster visibly stiffened and then began frantically trying to break free and scream. John barely restrained him. Listen, we'll let you go and we will not call the police. Sarah! If you tell us where you got the drugs. The thug stopped kicking, thinking about it. Why should I believe you? You don't really have a choice. Okay. They say there is a kind of chemist in the forest. A doctor. He's some kind of herb guy. He's sort of a genius. He makes some and gave me some. Gave some? For the job. He told me to scare a girl. You. And if you were at school, gave me a sign. Oh, so this is the guy who was staring at us from the forest. Why does he need to scare me? I don't know. What does he look like? I haven't seen him. He communicates through the wind? What? Yeah, this guy sounds like he's on something. Well, it looks like this guy has gone cuckoo. Drugs will do that to people. Communicates through the wind. Okay, go. Are you sure? Yes, let him go. Yeah, he's definitely a creeper. John stepped aside. The thug immediately jumped up and disappeared into the alley. Just be careful. I don't like that guy. I'll be careful. There's just nothing else I can do. Well, I could have taken him to the police station, but whatever. There were no incidents on the rest of the way home. Thank God. Finally, you pointed to your house. Thank you for walking me. I can take it from here. You live here? What a coincidence. I live right down there. Really? In which house? Me and my mother, we live in a trailer for now. We don't have time to find a suitable home so far. He looked at his watch. See you soon, then. You can count on it. Thank you for saving me, by the way. Don't mention it. Seriously, you did almost everything yourself. You pinned him down. Approaching the house, you could still feel John watching you. But when you turned around, he was no longer there. Ooh, I like John. The drugs are getting to him. Yeah, the guy was a weirdo. The TV was turned on in the living room, but Mom paid no attention to it. She was speaking with someone on the phone. Oh, no doubt. Did she really make peace with Dad? The dog ran up to you, wagging its tail and raising its head, then lowering it with joy. Baby's here. My baby. Did you miss me, baby? Oh, okay, more dreary news. A full blood moon is expected to grace the hemisphere in the coming nights. Every 10 years in Saintfour, one can witness a rare phenomenon, a red moon reflecting the rays of Mars. This is reported. You went to the window and pulled back the curtain. Oh, wait. I totally missed that Eric was back. Hi, Eric. The rain stopped. Since it was clouded, only part of the moon was visible. It was painted in a shade of pink. The sky rumbled again. The drops drummed on the windows. You retreated a few steps. It's not rain. Oh, it's blood. Holy shit. Mom continued cooing on the phone, not noticing that the windows were covered with bloody streams. You backed away further, stumbled, and fell. Lord, what is happening? Sensing your fear, your pet jumped to you. It looked at you for a long time, almost with a human empathy in its eyes. It seemed hypnotizing. Baby said, huh? What is going on here? Oh, watch. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I was a street dog. I barely survived. But she saved me. What time period is this? William, Mom, look. Oh, why did you bring it here? He's sick. Can't we help him? Holy shit, baby. Is baby's snout always this big? What's happening? He's friendly. Go on, pet him, look. I honestly should have just skipped the scene. I should have picked a listen, but whatever. She took the hand of her brother and ran it over the back of the animal. William couldn't help but smile. Well, I don't think Mom will mind if we keep it. Baby looking real fucking scary here. Hello, children. Annette, preoccupied with the pet, didn't even raise her head. Did you come to see Mom? Indeed. Is she in her room? William nodded submissively, anticipating the inevitable. Yeah, baby looks weird in this one. He crept up the open window and crouched beneath it to overhear the conversation. William saw the doctor as he frowned with sympathy and powerlessness, but the voice of the mother, weak trembling that came from far away, frightened him much more. How do you feel? Oh, God, much better. Girl, you don't look better. You can stop acting brave in front of me. Are you taking your painkillers? The herbs don't really help, even those that Annette and I made. Nobody puts baby in a corner. You know what? Zinger right there. This is really the value that Eric brings to the chat. I've heard a lot of good things about season 2. Nothing helps with this pain. She wheezed and began to cough. William covered his ears, heavy tears making him lose his breath. I'm afraid I can't help beyond the herbs. You do not have much time. Do you understand this? How much? A week, maybe 2. You told me the same thing a month ago. When will this torment end? When? No. Oh, the boy jumped up, wiping the tears off his face, and fist clenched into anger and ran into the forest. William? William, where are you going? She pressed her pet to her chest, watching her brother disappear into the trees. Why are you telling me this? Why are we not questioning a dog giving us flashbacks? Why is that not a question? What, baby? The pet immediately returned to his lair, playing the role of an ordinary pet. Did you ask something? Mom pressed the phone to her chest, looking at you questioningly. You answered her question with a tired look. Mom, as usual, is in her own universe and has no idea what's happening in mine. Nothing. Okay. Mom finished talking half an hour later. The moment she hung up, the phone rang again. Yes? Just a second. Ugh, all these boys calling me. Sarah, it's Derek. Hi, Derek. Hi, Candy and I want to go over to Bobby's to find out how things are going. There's no sign of him yet. Maybe he came back. You want to come with? Of course. Should I pick you up? No, let's just meet at Bobby's. Got it. See you soon. Here we go. Flashback to the present. Do you even have a plan? Yes, my plan is to find Candy. How clever. Wait, where's Bobby? You turned around, peering into the darkness, but Bobby was nowhere to be found. Derek ran back and you followed him. The branches flogged your legs, your face, and scratched at your skin. Ouch! Okay, Eric said if I stand in this exact spot without moving, I can listen and chat. Oh my god, that sounds very uncomfortable, Eric, but I'm glad you're here. What part of season 2 are we at, and who is V romancing? I want to say we're in either episode 1 or 2 of season 2, so we're in the very beginning. And I am single right now. I'm kind of leaning towards John. I like him, but I'm not gonna, we haven't gotten to a point where it's making me commit or anything. In the dark, you didn't notice it, and a hole sprained your ankle. Woo! Acute pain immobilized you for a second, and you fell to the ground. Oh no, I'm calling Derek for help. Derek! Derek, I sprained my leg. But no one responded. Derek, looks like he's too far away and can't hear me. I thought he was ignoring me for a second. Derek, you were too afraid to move because of the pain, when suddenly someone's hand grabbed you from behind. Help! A hard, strong hand shut your mouth. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. The mom lets so much go and ignores everything. Yeah. Even in like the first season, she was very just like yelling at us all the time and didn't really give a shit what we had to say back to her. What do you mean you should have known that I was romancing John? What do you mean? What in my LI pattern made you think that I was romancing John? Or, not made you think, but makes you go, yeah, that figures. When you arrived, Derek and Candy were already sitting in the living room. Sit down. Coffee or tea? Candy looked frightened and Derek was clearly embarrassed. You felt uneasy. No thank you, I'm fine. Miss Turner sat on the chair next to you and stared into the void. She began to twist her hands and tears welled in her eyes. We tried not to panic prematurely, but time keeps passing and he is nowhere to be found. Oh, and he'll be fully grounded when he shows up. Hasty steps were heard on the stairs. Here he goes. What are you doing here? Bobby hasn't shown up, has he? No. We thought he might already be back home. Michael looked at Derek, annoyed, and then looked at his mom. I'm sure Bobby is fine. You fucking asshole. He just fought with his parents and he needed some alone time. I'm sure he's just scared to come back now. His mom will give him hell. Miss Turner smiled faintly. Something like this happened once before. Bobby came back a day later. Don't worry, Mom. If he does not return by this evening, I'll skin him alive myself. Oh my god. Michael glanced at you and walked back to his room, but as soon as he turned, you saw his back covered with a black dragon tattoo. Really, is he one of them? You barely jumped off the couch, barely able to hold yourself back. Perhaps we should go. Derek and Candy followed your example. When Bobby comes back, ask him to call us. Of course. You abruptly recoiled but quickly pulled yourself together, trying not to betray your feelings. Michael didn't notice a change in your mood. You wanted to get home to calmly think about what you saw. Here goes Bobby. Bobby, like a puppet, went farther and farther into the forest. He dragged his legs but slowly moved himself forward. Help. Help. The voice did not obey him. A quivering whisper. That's all that Bobby could squeeze out of himself. It is a better choice than Luke. I think I'm officially over Luke. I think we're past that. Bam. He tripped over something. His inhaler fell out of his pocket, but Bobby went on without paying attention to it. No, Bobby, you know you need your inhaler. Someone help? At this point, the moment that anyone goes into the forest, or the moment that anyone goes missing, they should just go searching in the forest at this point. KT said Michael is better than Luke. I think it's the other way around. I think Luke is better than Michael, but that's not saying much. I think they're both horrible people. You abruptly opened your eyes, gasping for air. The round eyes of your pet were staring at you from the edge of the bed. You automatically began stroking it, and your heart gradually slowed down. It was just a dream, just a dream. Your fingers touched something cold. Huh? Baby squeezed something in his teeth. It shook his head as if offering you to take it. What is it? He carefully took the item from the pet. An inhaler. Oh shit. Well, could you have brought Bobby back while you were at it? These chapters feel like shorter to me for some reason. I don't know if that rings true to everyone else, but for some reason that makes it feel shorter. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, no, I do not like Michael. Anyone who's seen me play Shadows of Saintfour, for people who have never played the game before, I guess I'll just go ahead and... Should I give spoilers and kind of talk about why I don't like Michael? He's a fucking bitch. Is Baby a god? I don't know. I don't know what Baby is, man. Baby's weird. Baby can talk and can share visions, and Baby knows where missing people are. But apparently, doesn't want to give us enough information to be able to find them. He just wants to tease and let us know that Bobby's in some sort of trouble. Okay. Now we're moving on to episode 3. Sometimes one has to get to know the past in order to understand the present. This is a terrifying background. I haven't commented on it yet, but Jesus. That's scary. I definitely felt they were shorter when I played book 2. Yeah, it feels like I'm kind of flying through these episodes right now. Which would suck if I hadn't already bought tea, but I do have tea. And this is taken forever to load. This looks like a forest wizard or something. The claws and the horns. I don't know if people can still hear me. I feel like my Wi-Fi is being like real shitty. Are we back? Yeah, I did not know what is happening with my Wi-Fi tonight. But no, it was me. It was not y'all. It was me. My Wi-Fi is just picking. Normally it's not that bad, but Jesus, it's picking a really terrible day to disconnect over and over again. Um, the background does make me feel creeped out. Yep. Oh yeah, it's me. It's not y'all. It's me. I can't wait for you to see the cover of season 3. Oh no. These covers are getting more and more drastic. Well, usually my Wi-Fi really isn't that bad, but I think I think it disconnected a little bit because of the thunderstorm that I was having earlier, and now it just seems to be struggling after that. All right, chapter 3, Purple Flower. Your Wi-Fi is as bad as my cell phone signal. Well, I don't know about all that. You're standing in a corner of your cabin. William and Annette's mom sat on the porch. The children sat on the ground at her feet. Will you tell it again, Mom? I don't know if I can. I don't feel well. But, Mom, let her be. She's sick. It's okay, William. I will tell it. A very powerful creature reigned over the forest for many centuries. People called him Fawn. He came to us from the dream world where he was king also. Mom, what does the dream world look like? No one really knows, but they say it's a beautiful place. All the old souls can be found there. You're outside, Eric. Go inside. Go inside. Don't freeze yourself. I appreciate it, but go inside. Unless you're enjoying the night. If you're enjoying the night, then I won't force you to do anything, but if you're miserable, don't do that. Tell me about Fawn. Oh, Fawn possessed tremendous power. He could control nature and animals. He had healing powers. Healing powers? Yes, not only that. William clutched at his mother's hand. What's wrong with you? Can he heal you? William, don't be silly. Who knows if Fawn interferes in people's lives these days? But he was always fair. If a person turned to him for help, he would help them. The animal, the... Y'all, what is wrong with me? The people, and especially the animals, loved Fawn. He restored peace to the woods and the village. All living things nearby had forgotten what violence, hunger, and disease were. Oh, how wonderful it would be if Fawn came to us! Mom, is it possible? Who knows? Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but... He woke up sweating. Several nights had passed full of similar dreams. They somehow scared you. God. Trying to recover, you covered your face with your hands and froze for a few minutes. Then you reached for a medicine bottle of sedatives, which, as usual, stood on your bedside table. But it fell out of your hands and the pills rolled on the floor. Who's there? You jumped out of bed. It was covered with purple flowers. Holy shit. I'm gonna search the room. You hit the switch, but the light didn't respond. Did the light bulb burn out? There was nobody under the bed, in the closet, or behind the curtains. But you stopped at the window. A deer stood on the side of the road. What's wrong with his eyes? Oh yeah, please go inside. If you lose signal, have a good night. It is looking at me like you retreated a few steps. I'm losing my mind. You quickly found the drink from which you glassed and examined the bottom. Maybe I was poisoned? Back to the window again. The deer was still there. Continue to watch your house. I don't like this. You went to the bed, scooped up all the flowers, and threw them out the window. The deer slowly shook its head and slowly walked further towards the forest. In the morning, you woke up feeling as if a truck had run you over. Memories of last night caused a new wave of fear and despair, but you quickly dismissed all thoughts about it. I was just thinking that, KT, that like it really feels like they're trying to it really feels like they're trying to lead everyone into the forest. Like they're sending out their squirrels, their deer, and it feels like they're trying to tempt me as well. Um, yeah, no, the deer has this weird sort of cloudiness in its eyes that I don't like. Um, two two people said they like season 3 the most because it ties it all together and the villain is the best. I've heard some good things about season 3 too. I do think this is probably one of the few series where it could improve the story. And not that the story was bad in season 1 by any means, but it does feel like the story could improve um, like even more as the seasons go on. But you quickly dismissed all thoughts about it. Oh, I need to feed Mrs. Hill's animals. Grudgingly, you got out of bed and opened the closet. What to wear? Yeah, I'm not spending money. It's not that bad, I guess. We were about to join some type of cult. You're talking about what is it? What do they call them? The Black Dragons, or maybe some secret forest cult. I can't talk tonight. You've worn worse. I have. I definitely have, including the coat that I'm probably about to put on to walk outside. Where are you going? To the antique shop. I have to feed the animals. Let someone else do it. You're not going anywhere. What? Why? Mom patted the sofa next to her. You obediently sat down. Look. She turned the volume up and a serious voice on the TV announced. Megan White, Bobby Walter, Jesus, what is wrong with me? Good night, Eric. Megan White, David Walter, and Bobby Turner. These are the names of the children who went missing this week. Sheriff Nixon refused to comment on the details of the investigation, but he urges everyone to be vigilant and to respect the curfew. Like Ari coming in with the corrections. The Black Dragons aren't a cult, they're a gang. Well, we don't know for sure yet. We don't know anything about them. Or I don't know anything about them. Children are disappearing again. So what? I can't leave the house now? Yeah, bitch. You can, but not alone. Okay, let's go together. I have a lot to do. Ask Derek to feed them. Sometimes my mother behaves like a child. You pretend to be talking to Derek on the phone. Everything is fine, Mom. He will feed them. Good, that's settled then. Then you hastily return to your room and close the door. It's very important to me. I'll respect it, Ari. This has no rhyme or reason. To stay home all weekend? Oh, hell no. You open the window. Oh, it's too high to jump. I can go down. What is the... Hold on. I gotta... What the fuck is that? Liana? Hold on. I need to know what this is. Liana. Oh, is it like a... Looks like a stringy branch? What does this mom have to do? Is she busy watching TV or something? Yeah, it seemed very weird to me that she was like, I just can't go, even though I know that this is important and I let you make a promise to Mrs. Hill. I can't come with you. I'll say the pipe. You put your legs outside the window, grabbed the pipe, and carefully transferred your weight onto it. Shriek! It dangerously groaned and trembled. Well, just a little more. With surgical precision, you rearrange your legs and arms to put as little pressure on the pipe as humanly possible. It seemed that the pipe was about to detach itself from the wall and the whole house would hear it, but your feet touched the ground. Oh, that was dangerous. Flyers about the lost kids were hanging on every post. Whew, this coat. Is it just me, or are there fewer children outside? The whole city seems to stand still waiting, but for what? In the shop, you quickly fed the animals, and as you were about to leave, your eyes spotted the picture with purple flowers. They've been following me for a long time. What do these flowers mean? You came closer to the picture and spontaneously decided to remove it from the wall. Then turned the frame over and saw the signature on the back, Frederick White. Did he paint the picture or is he the previous owner? In any case, his name seems familiar to me. Oh, who the fuck is this? He kind of fine though, but who the fuck is this? Are you alone here? Uh, what? Who you are? Okay. Where's Mrs. Hill? She went to see her daughter for a few weeks. The news seemed to confuse him. His face suddenly stretched and saddened. Who are you? I'm her grandson. It's who you are that I'm worried about. Did you intend to steal this picture? Oh, this man is fine. The voice was serious and even rude, but the gesture with which he pointed at it seemed indifferent, and his gaze seemed clouded with thoughts. I asked a question. Do you intend to steal the picture? Why did you take it off the wall? Do I look like a thief? You can search me if you don't believe me. Oh! Sir, I am underage. You better stop. This is illegal. I don't think I'm 18. I do not think I'm 18. You let me touch you just like that? How old is this man? Because he looks like an adult. He came very close and you instinctively recoiled. But the stranger passed by you, grinning at your reaction. What do you need? You turned to him and his fingers immediately ran into yours. What is happening? But he only carefully took the picture from your hands and returned it to his place. Okay. Don't tell Mrs. Hill that I... Mrs. Hill? What am I doing tonight? Don't tell Mrs. Hill that I was here. Oh, this man is fine. The stranger left the shop and engine roared outside. Boy, if I was 18, boy! The sound quickly disappeared and only silence was left behind. You looked at the picture again. For some reason, it seems to me that the flowers are responsible for all my visions. I need to deal with this. Alright, let me catch up on comments. Oh, this is the guy you're talking about? Prince Ari, there he is, my boy, the love of my life. Well, we don't talk about that. They do make sure to never cross the line with that. Okay. Well, maybe he becomes like an ally when you're older, even though that does kind of creep me out a little bit. I don't like the idea of like an older dude like waiting for a younger person to like get older so it's like legal. That kind of creeps me out, but I don't know. We'll see how they execute it. If it's executed in a different way, I might come to enjoy it, but we'll see. You froze at the entrance, looking at the crumpled paper in your hands. Do you want something? Yes, can you tell me where I can find information about Frederick White? Oh, beautiful artist. Do you know him? Of course, he's the most famous artist from Saintfour. Come on. You walked past several rows and stopped at one of the stands. But there's honestly not much information about him. Hold on. Thank you. You sat down at the table, opening several books. He lived in the 17th century. Frederick White was in demand among the... Oh, how do you say that word? Bourgeois? I'm forgetting how to say it. However, for unknown reasons, he abandoned a successful business, settled among the peasants, and led an ascetic lifestyle? He dedicated his early years almost exclusively to portraits and architecture, but in the last years of his life, he created almost no new works. One of his last works is the painting titled Purple Poison, depicting a black hellebore. He ended his life at the age of 27. You leaned back in your chair, looked around the table at the stacks of books. The bougie folks. That's what I'll just call them from now on. I don't know if I should continue searching or leave. I can see that being a problem, and if that's your line, that's totally chill. I just feel like the storyline they gave him and the romance in general with him, plus the steamy scene, is so, so good. I'll have to see how they execute it. How old is Sarah again? Is she like, I want to say she's 16, 17? In some states, 16 is the age of consent, but it does, personally, it's just kind of, it's a little, for me. What am I doing? Oh, I'll just leave. You gathered the books and gave them to the librarian. He is fine, though. So I found out about this artist, but nothing about purple flowers. And what should I do next? In the corner, you ran into someone. Why is this fucker still holding a knife? Hey, watch where you're going. What? Yeah. The thug took a few steps back. It's you. So what? Do you want to call the police? I have someone to intervene for me, and you? With a sharp move, is it Michael with him? In a sharp movement, he grabbed your arm, but you immediately pulled it away. Okay, she's 16. Gotcha. He laughed. Stay out of trouble, kid. The thug went on. He's heading for the city dump. Maybe the Black Dragon Den is there? You remembered Michael's back. This is a chance to find more about those drugs. Maybe Black Dragons sell them or even make them. But I can't go in there by myself. Using the phone at the earliest eatery, you called to make an appointment to meet at the landfill. Let's go with Derek. Having agreed to meet, you followed the thug until he completely disappeared from view. It seemed you were in the right place. The thug knocked several times on a heavy door. The barrier slowly rose, letting him go further. If you think no one can see you from this position, then you are wrong. God, you scared me. You briefly explained what was going on. Maybe it'd be better to go looking for Bobby? What if they are somehow responsible for his disappearance? The guard's door creaked and opened. Get down! You hid behind a rusty car. It had all its windows broken and several doors torn off. Not the best place to hide. Steps were approaching you. Oh no. They stopped at the other side of the car. Who's there? I saw you. Come out or I'll call the police. You wanted to get up, but Derek stopped you by grabbing your hand. He shook his head, motioned you not to move, and stood up himself. It was me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Don't play with me. There was someone else there. Come out. You had to get up. Mr. Walter? It's you. What are you doing here? Well, I'm glad I took that scene with him, so he's my friend. Let me increase the volume so you guys can hear the crickets. I want to hear the ambiance of the scene. Could you let us pass? Oh, I can't. You can't go in there. You shouldn't mingle with them. We know what's there, Mr. Walter. I beg you. He hesitated a bit, thought, and eventually nodded. Oh well, just don't be in there long and be careful. The guard raised the barrier. From a distance, the dump seemed a chaotic collection of garbage, but going further, you noticed some kind of order, and even some semblance of cleanliness. In a dump. How ironic. You walked in circles until you reached the center. Pressed cars hid this place from prying eyes on several sides. Tires were placed in a semicircle and people sat on them. Someone was standing. Someone, despite the cold, settled right on the ground. You hid behind the nearest car. I'm gonna have to tie them up. You're not entirely sane, even without the CP. Yes, I'm telling you, after this deal with the chemist, I hear wolves at night and I see purple flowers everywhere. You should not have made any kind of deal with him. Because of people like you, we're now suspected of selling drugs. Bam. You knocked a jar over and it rolled right into the center. Nice going, Sarah. Just giving away our position. Who's there? Come out. Damn it. You came out of your hiding place. You again? How'd you get in here? Not too far ahead, a trailer opened and Michael came out accompanied by the man you had met at the antique shop. Bro. Okay, are we back? Like back? Oh, my Wi-Fi is really giving me some hell tonight, but I'm at least gonna try to finish this episode, and then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, because I'm starting to get irritated. Okay, let's pick up from the narration. Not too far ahead, a trailer opened, and Michael came out accompanied by the man you had met at the antique shop. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for sticking around. Just had to go do a hard reset on my modem, which is fun. Sarah? He looked at Derek with surprise, and then at you with anger. Did you bring a snitch to us? He'll tell his father everything. Thanks. And thanks for following. Is there something to tell? Oh god. Michael? Yeah, care to explain? I'm not explaining shit to him. Michael looked at you for a long time before calmly answering. What do you expect to hear? What are you doing here with these felons? How do we know they're felons? How do we know that? Hey, easy. I'm a black dragon too, Sarah. And I came to ask them for help. Oh, finding Bobby. He took you by the elbow and led you away. Derek wanted to follow, but Michael stopped him with a gesture. Wait here. Not an option. I said, wait. I hate this motherfucker. And I said, I don't think so. Derek, it's alright, we'll just talk. As soon as you moved away, Michael shook you. What the hell are you doing here? Right back at you, what are you doing among them? Now, why did you ask them for help? You don't understand. The guy who attacked you is a scumbag. And he will be punished. Don't judge all the dragons by him, and do not believe all the gossip they say about us. Trust me, I beg you. I believe them. Okay. Yeah, we don't know if they're felons. We don't really have any evidence that they're all felons. The man from the antique shop, squinting, watched you speak. When you returned to the rest, he suddenly spoke to you. I didn't think we would meet again. Oh, this man is fine. You two know each other? Yes. He is the grandson of Mrs. Hill. The stranger grimaced, looked at you carefully, and shook his head. So, we have a chance to get to know each other better. You lack tact. Why is every single thing that I do I lose image? How is it lacking tact to just acknowledge your relation to someone that I know? Especially if I don't know your name. Maybe I just have no social skills. I don't know. Do I just have no social skills? Is that like an obviously disrespectful thing to be like, yeah, he's the grandson of Mrs. Hill? It doesn't click in my head, doesn't click as disrespectful. Michael almost begged him. Aaron, please, he's my brother. Oh, his name's Aaron. I understand, Michael, but now is not the best time. Bobby has disappeared relatively recently and he may yet return. We now have more serious problems. The sheriff is closing in on us, hinders our movements and follows our every step. He is still convinced that we're distributing drugs. Aaron threw a displeased glance at the thug. Looks like Aaron is in charge here. Maybe I should try to convince the leader of the dragons? Yes. More dialogue with him, please. You step forward, attracting the attention of others. Bobby is not the first boy to go missing. I know him, and he would not run away without telling at least his friends about it. Okay, okay. That makes me feel better. And besides, you held out your inhaler brought to you by Baby. Up to this point, you hadn't told anyone about it, not knowing how to explain that your pet found it. This is Bobby's inhaler. Where did you find it? Apparently, Bobby dropped it in the forest. Michael came up to you, took the find, and then abruptly turned to Aaron. You said we were a family. Why do you turn your back when I need your help? Water break? Okay, my mouth's getting dry. Suddenly another voice was heard. Aaron, I have a younger sister. If she disappears, will you do that too? Yeah, this little boy needs help. Aaron raised his hands up with a soothing gesture. Be calm. If you want, I will support you. Michael, don't worry, we will find your brother. He patted Michael on the shoulder encouragingly. The dragons continued to fuss. Aaron looked at you and whispered something to Michael. Sarah, I'm sorry, but you can't be here any longer. He squeezed your hand. We'll talk more about all this, right? Absolutely. Michael nodded to Derek. Take her home. The streets are dangerous. You don't have to tell me that. I don't care about your two. I don't care about your conflict. I don't care. There's nobody at home. Exhausted, you fell down on the sofa and turned on the TV. You watched the news without much interest. This music is too much. Boring. You were about to switch channels when suddenly you heard a familiar address. The Saintfour library has burned to the ground. Oh shit. What? Flames blazed on the screen, pillars were falling down, and books smoldered before your eyes. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined. The library burned down the same day I visited. Is it a coincidence or... It's not a coincidence. Ring. The doorbell rang. It's probably Mom, but you were mistaken. John? I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting. He shook an empty salt jar. I don't know anyone else around here, so I thought I'd ask you for a neighborly favor. I don't want to run to the store for just a few pinches. Is he cooking? He cooks? He cooks? Can I come in? Oh, yes, sorry. Sit down. Michael, I did not give you permission to touch my hand. I know when he was getting all like protective and be like, take her home, I was like, don't worry about me, sir. Do not worry about me, please. A plaintive howl was heard from your room. Who is that up there? Baby, my dog. Apparently Mom locked it on the second floor. You took the empty jar from him and filled it with salt. Can we go get Baby? Here. Thank you. He got up and hesitated. Frankly, I'm not sure that I really needed this salt. But I was glad to talk to you. He's so cute! He went towards the exit. Wait, John. I wouldn't want to be alone either. We could... watch a movie? What about a comedy? A light smile splashed across John's face. Let's do it. You turned on the movie and settled on the couch. For a while, you just smiled at the jokes coming from the screen and looked at each other. After a while, you could no longer hold back the laughter at all. I know, Baby's up there. We're watching a full-blown movie, and Baby's just stuck in a room. At the end of the film, your abs were in pain, and tears rolled down your cheeks. You caught him oogling at you, as if studying you. He was silent, and you suddenly became embarrassed by the sudden silence. John moved closer to you, but this movement was more unconscious than intentional. Ooh, move closer. You leaned a little forward, barely changing your position. Your fingers met. John froze, and you did too. He looked at you in surprise, and even with some concern. Then he looked at your hands, his fingers shook, giving away the desire to touch you. Oh! Okay, John! John abruptly stood up, ruffled his hair, and exhaled unevenly. What the hell? His voice was irritated and angry, but he was clearly angry with himself. I'm sorry, I have to go. Oh, what's the matter? Nothing, I can't. John, backing away, bumped into the bedside table and the lamp almost fell off of it. What are you talking about? Never mind. Thanks for the evening, Sarah. Before you knew it, John had run out of the house. Okay. I don't know what I did wrong, but okay. You sat on the edge of the bed, not yet willing to sleep. You took a sleeping pill. Here's to a dreamless sleep. Your head touched the pillow. You looked at the ceiling, trying to calm your thoughts. Your eyes slowly closed. The very heart of the forest. Trees seemed to have consumed the clearing with their twisted branches. I know, I'm so upset that he left. I'm like, we could have held hands a little bit. Like we didn't have to do anything. Look at the flowers down here. A wooden statue covered with intricate carved patterns stood in the middle. Around the statue were 4 shallow graves resembling coffins. 2 of them were filled with purple flowers. You came closer. Like jungle vines, the flowers cocooned around the bodies, hiding the people in the coffins. You understood this by seeing a friend's face in one of them. No, he was laying with his eyes closed. His lips were pale purple like a dead man's. Well, we know he's not dead, but still. You reached out to free him, to save him, but the glade began to move further away, out of your reach, until you were thrown back into reality. A roar woke you up. What is it, baby? Baby stood on his hind legs and howled at the open window. That's strange. It was closed earlier. You came closer and saw a shadow flash by, as if someone had just jumped off your roof. What the fuck? Crunch? There was a blow to the ground, slightly dulled by the bushes and branches. Baby, was someone here? You turned around and only now noticed that your room was in complete disarray. Was he looking for something? Oh, the dagger. Mrs. Hill's shop flashed before your eyes. The needle. I don't know if I hit it in the right place, y'all. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I hit it in the right place. I don't know if I did. I hope I did.
Did you know you can take a date?
That's kind of scary that he was in the same room as us as we were sleeping. I think we gotta stop taking these sleeping pills. I don't think they're a good idea. Like, I understand she wants to sleep, but like, at what cost? People just breaking into my home and I don't notice until my dog barks, and the dog only barked after he left? Or they? I guess I don't know. I don't know the gender, but yeah, no, this is not good. I am gonna go ahead and play another one. Why not? One way to learn the history of mankind is through art. We're just gonna blow through all of my diamonds tonight, I think. Yeah, I'd rather stay up all night. I think I'd rather just move. Go to a different room. If they're gonna search your room, go to your mom's room or something. Chapter 4, The Museum. You barely managed to sleep during the night, understandably so. As soon as the rays of the sun began to seep through the curtains, the dream completely disappeared. The first thing you did was check the secret floorboard. Thank God the needle is in place. You spun it in your hands. It looks like this person won't calm down until he gets to the needle. The thought made you shiver. I need to know what's so special about it. Shame Mrs. Hill's not around to ask her. But where can I find out about the needle? You looked at it again, touching the sharp tip. Yeah, why did you do that? A drop of thick blood fell onto the floor. Well, it's certainly sharp. Oh, it's this chapter? Oh no. I don't know what that means. The weapon store will surely be able to say what for such sharp needles are used. I can't really think of anyone else to ask about it. A weapon store? Girl, I guess. You quickly gathered your things and went down into the living room. Then, grabbing your jacket, opened the front door. And you ran square into John's chest. Hi, John. You ran away from me last night. Whoa, easy there. He had to hold you by the waist so that you would not fall. Sorry, what are you doing here? I went out for a walk and spontaneously decided to stop by. I also want to apologize for leaving so suddenly last night. Where the fuck did you go, and why? Are you going somewhere? I don't want to delay you. Yes, I need to go to the weapons store. This... Yeah, the weapons store where they sell the weapons. Everything you need. Knives, assault rifles, just weapons in general. Why? Long story. Sorry, I wanted to invite you for a stroll. It's very nice of you. Yeah, why not? It's been a while since I played this story, but I think I know what happens. Yeah, a gun. That's what we need. We need to get a gun. You closed the door, and the two of you slowly walked past the houses. So what's this fucking jacket? What's the plan for this stroll? I would like to show you one place. I'm gonna raise the ambiance a little bit so y'all can hear the a bow and arrow. Yeah, that's a classic. At first, you noticed the smell, fresh, almost intoxicating. Then you heard the rumble of the water. A waterfall? The sight made you dizzy. Why? Few people know about this place. It's so beautiful. John touched your wrist. Hold out your hand. The water's probably cold. Don't be afraid. Oh well. The jacket just made my eyes bleed. As soon as the drops touched the tips of your fingers, you pulled your hand back, but then returned it to its place. Splashes flew in all directions. You got a little wet, but you didn't mind. You got carried away by a feeling of lightness and euphoria. It's just fantastic. John walked around, getting behind you, and also extended his hand. The water seemed to swallow it. The beauty of Saintfour's nature is breathtaking. You seem to know more about Saintfour than most newcomers. They're just too busy with their lives. They have no time to look around. Cold wind made you shiver. Are you cold? He put his arm around you and you felt his hot breath. We're standing so close, intimately close. John ran his hand over your back and you felt a treacherous shiver, and it ain't from the cold. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Without any hesitation, you turned towards them. Oh, John leaned closer and whispered, I give this secret place to you. You can come here whenever you want. Are you giving me a waterfall instead of the moon and the stars? Exactly. His face was right next to yours. Let me... He gently touched your lips. John hugged you tight. Even through the jacket, you could feel his frantic heartbeat. Goosebumps ran all over your body and passion flared up. You were standing near a waterfall, near a turbulent stream, and shared the same energy. John picked you up and gave you a spin. Seems like I've known you for 100 years. Alright, that's a little dramatic. I don't know about all that. we don't we don't know. No, it's a little too fast for that. KT said V is falling for John. He's a sweetie. And he's cute. I like him. Chocolate said V just got 10 times more excited. Yeah, it's like probably the most energy I've had all stream. Me too. He kissed you on the cheek. You stood embracing each other for a while before you headed back. The scenes in this book are just so innocent. They're so cute. Thank you for such a gift. Thanks for your time. It was as priceless as this waterfall. John nodded his head and bent slightly in farewell. See you again. Count on it. Now it's time to go to the weapons store. He walked over. He turned around and walked away. You expected John to turn around and look back at you again, but he did not. The bell rang, announcing a visitor. An annoyed voice was heard almost immediately. We're closed. But what about... The seller came to you, wiping his hands with a towel. I told you, we're closed. No, your sign says open. It's because you're not dating anyone? Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine with that. I don't want to have sex with any of the first three we were introduced with. So you're a smart one, huh? Who comes in this early? You had the fucking open sign on. It's almost lunch, by the way. He looked at you with some pretense. How old are you? I'm not selling anything to you, so get out of here. Mm. Why did you come? We sell weapons. School's on the other side of town. Oh, shit. I guess Stephanie, I think all of the LIs, especially Stephanie, becomes less relevant if you aren't dating them. He started pushing you out of the door. No, no, wait, I brought... You didn't have time to show the needle as the door closed in front of your nose and the sign turned saying the store's closed. Fuck this guy. Oh, nice. Okay. I have something for you. The seller laid down the towel and waved his hand. I wonder what you can possibly have for me. Let's give him the needle. He took the needle and carefully examined it on all sides. I've never seen anything like it before. It's sharp, hollow inside, and on top of everything made of crystal. And what a handle! It's probably extremely old. How old, can you tell? I can't say. What else can you say about it? This needle cannot be called a weapon, and that's pretty much where my knowledge ends. You should ask about the museums about things like this. He suddenly looked up at you for the first time since you handed him the antique item. Where'd you get this thing? You hurriedly took the needle out of his hands and hid it in the backpack. It was given to me for safekeeping. Thanks for the info. They couldn't add her to the friend group. Nope, I guess not. I mean, to be fair, none of the other LIs are a part of our friend group. Like, Luke isn't, Michael isn't. You ran out of the store before the seller had time to gather his thoughts. At the entrance to the museum, there was a sign saying, Happy Halloween, Exhibition of Instruments of Torture. Good. There were a few people despite the variety of new items. I need to find someone who understands antiques. Ooh, you won't see any, hold on. Let me collect myself. You won't see anywhere else. They were brought from abroad. See how well they are preserved. The guide was standing near a wooden chair with two slots on the back. One can still feel the pain of the people they tortured emanating from it, don't you think? This tool was ironically called the throne. The victim was hung upside down and could be held in this position for weeks. It's weird because Luke and Michael at least have plot, so you see them in the book for book 2 at least a bit, but Stephanie you see for 3 seconds and never again. That's about, how I'm used to these apps treating female allies, basically. It's pretty much par of the course. So this guide reminds me of someone, but who? You came closer and um raised your hand. The guide noticed your gesture and nodded, making it clear that he would get to you a little later. But he continued his tour monologue. Where do I know him from? Why does it say he looks familiar? The cruelty of people manifested itself in sophisticated ways, for example, and very quickly forgot about you and your raised hand. The guide drew the crowd further, continuing to comment on everything he saw. You got behind all of them and followed them. Boring. Having gone around all the instruments of torture, the guide switched to the paintings. And of course, Frederick White. His latest paintings are most appropriate to our current topic. Take a look here. This is the first picture that Frederick did not paint on commission. The girl was accused of witchcraft and burned at the stake. The artist painted the picture at the very moment when she was being burned. It is no wonder why he managed to so perfectly convey the suffering of the girl. Okay, looking at that painting, the girl struggled in agony. Hatred burned in her eyes from lack of understanding and so much pain. Chocolate said, Oh, you will see why he looks familiar. Uh-oh. She has such an intense gaze. The crowd had gathered around her to gawk at her death as if witnessing some grand event. Their faces expressed nothing but animal delight, or conversely, triumph. The witch's punish could be read in their eyes. But was she really a witch? The picture fascinated you. It was difficult to take your eyes off of it. The artist was heartless genius because only a talented and really cold person can draw human pain so well. You came closer to the picture, but the guide stopped you. No, no, you cannot touch it. Sorry, but there are some marks. See here. You pointed in circles to some places that seemed to distort the faces of the people depicted, and the guide turned around and without much enthusiasm explained the painting. Yes, this happens to paint from old age. Let's go see the last one. Frederick called it forgiveness. Oh, yikes. The artist depicted his own demise. Having finished the picture, he hanged himself, just like in this creation. No one knows what prompted Frederick White to do it, or why he named the painting as he did. Has he forgiven someone? Or was asking for forgiveness? We will never know. The guide looked around the small crowd that gathered around him as if waiting for applause, having coughed and clapped his hands. Well, that's it then. Everyone started to disperse, but you remained. Any questions? Yes. You took the needle from your backpack and handed it to the guide. He raised his eyebrows in surprise and stretched his hand towards it. Not so fast. You hit the needle behind your back. Tell me about it first. Where'd you get it? Trigger warning? Are you talking about, like, now or just the painting? Tell me about it. The guide looked at you suspiciously, looked at the needle again, and carefully replied. Yes, of course, just 1 second. He hurriedly walked around the hall, looking over his shoulder several times to check if you were still there. While waiting, you examined the instruments of torture. What horror. How could people torture each other like this? Oh, what? Clop, clop, clop. What the? You heard a rattle, a roar, the tramp of horses. Like jigsaw pieces, the walls began to collapse and crumble, finally turning into fine dust and being carried away with the wind. Everything around had changed. You were no longer in the museum. Oh, the painting, okay. The cries of the whole village merged into a single symphony of pain and horror. A huge paw grabbed a man by the collar and pulled him close. Holy shit, this is Fawn? Ooh, what, what voice could I even use? Like, come here. The man did not have time to cry at his foreseeable death as Fawn tore his heart. Nice. Ah ha ha. He raised his bloody paw up, squeezing the still pulsing organ as scarlet blood dripped down. The village was burning in flames. People scattered, seeing the monster walking through the blazing fire. Where are you going? I've only just begun. This guy seems really scary. Blood for blood? What are you talking about? Suddenly the fawn stopped and slowly turned his head to you. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. He grabbed you by the wrist, squeezing your bone and inflicting unbearable pain. You tried to break free of his grip and you fell on an advertising booth for the exhibition. You looked at your hand in horror. This is the trace of his paw. Could you come with me? A guard bends over you, holding out his hand. I'm standing up by myself. You ignored the outstretched hand, then somehow got up on your own. You got dizzy for a moment, but you tried to pull yourself together. Go where? Come in here, please. He pointed towards a little door. You doubted, but still went. Robert England? I don't know who that is. I'll have to look him up. Sit down. What's up? I spoke with the guide. He's on his way now. I don't trust this. You folded your arms in front of you and sat down on the chair. Frowning, you watched security camera monitors in the museum for a while. You saw one of the members of the Black Dragon gang whom you saw at the dump approaching the guide. What is happening here, dude? They're twins! How could I have missed that? Are they? They look... I did think that they looked kind of familiar, but like, still. I don't think they're not... They're not, like, identical, I don't think. The gang member approached the guide and started talking about something, but the guide started up, roughly grabbed his brother, and led him out of the hall while the other laughed. They don't seem to have the best relationship. A few minutes later, the door to the guard room opened. The guide sat down, opposite from you, resting his elbows in the back of the chair. The sheriff will be here soon. What? Why? I understand at your age that you think you're smarter than all adults. You say this as if you were much older than I am. I'm 25. Not that old. Enough to understand that such a thing, he pointed to the pocket where you hid the needle, should not be in the possession of a schoolgirl. Admit it. Where'd you steal it from? Steal? It is rare to come across antiques like this. They don't grow on trees. Yeah, this fucking news is about to get us into prison. It won't come as a surprise if you came here to sell it to us or to verify its authenticity. This little thing is worth quite a fortune. Freddy Krueger and Scarecrow from Injustice 2. Yeah, see, I've never seen that movie. This needle belongs to Mrs. Hill. So, you do admit that you stole it? When did I say that? The guide got up from his chair and nodded to the guard. Call me when the sheriff arrives. Okay. Maybe I fucked up there. I can see how I fucked up. Okay. I'll listen to what you have to say, but you have 5 minutes. I need to talk to someone who knows what this needle is. For that, you'll want to talk to Mr. Davis, the museum director. But I hope you're not counting on that. How can I persuade him? Make friends? How do we make friends with them? I guess I'll click it. When I saw you, I immediately realized that we met somewhere. The guide carefully looked at you. Maybe we did. But we hadn't. It turns out I know your brother. He glanced at the guard and then looked at you incredulously. And what do you mean by that? Hold on 1 second. Okay. Nothing at all. I don't want, well, I don't want to cause problems for anyone. I just need to know about this needle. Good old trusty blackmail. I swear I didn't steal it. On the contrary, I was tasked to keep it safe until the rightful owner returns. The guide looked at you as if trying to understand what kind of person you were. Okay. I'll call the director here. I'll try, at least. Thank you. But you still have to wait for the sheriff. Deal? What a pickle. Oh, what a pickle we're in. Deal. The guide took off for 15 minutes. You thought that he might not return. But soon the door opened and an overweight man entered. You recognized him to be the museum director. Mr. Davis paused for a bit and then asked, "Let me get straight to the point. I was told you wanted to know about some very interesting item. May I have a look?" "Yes, of course. Do you know anything about this needle?" This is either a very good fake or it is wonderfully well preserved." Similar needles were used for sacrifice. Back in the day, they used them to slaughter sheep, but this one is more ancient." "How old can it be?" "At least 4 centuries." Mr. Davis brought the needle very close to his face, then took out a magnifying glass out of his pocket and began to examine something. "Interesting. What is it?" "There is an inscription here. It says something in Latin." "What does it say?" He gave you back the needle. "Unfortunately, I do not speak Latin. I hope I've answered all your questions. I'm afraid I've got work waiting for me." "Yes, thank you very much." The director stood up, but suddenly turned around as if remembering something. "Oh yes, tell me, where did you get it?" "Ah, at Mrs. Hill's shop. It belongs to her." He twisted his lips and clenched his jaw. "Ah, that old Scrooge." "Oh, shit." "So many times I've asked her to sell White's purple poison to us that we'd have the complete collection, but she just won't budge. No one comes to her shop and this masterpiece just sits around growing dust with the rest of the junk in there. And this, worth the wealth of the whole city." He looked at the needle again. "Turns out she has other, more valuable things as well." The director of the museum got carried away with thoughts, but someone called him and he seemed to wake up and shook your hand. "If you don't know what to do with this, fine. Our museum will always be happy to relieve you from this burden." That is, of course, if Mrs. Hill decides to give it to you. "I wish you good luck, young lady." The director left, but you were not alone for long. A couple of minutes later, the door opened again. Sheriff. "Hello. Please leave us alone." As soon as you were alone, Mr. Nixon took off his hat and sat facing you. KT said, "Wow, he's a dick." Yeah, he's a bit of a dick. "What am I supposed to do with you?" "What is it this time? Let me guess, you don't know anything?" "I didn't steal anything." Well, of course. I need to convince him to let me go. And I think I know how. Mr. Nixon, you need to know something. I'm listening. One of the Black Dragon members told me that he was given drugs by a chemist from the forest. How'd you get in touch with him? You should not communicate with them. I don't communicate with them. What makes you think he was telling the truth? He has no reason to lie. Oh well, what else did he say? You briefly told him about your dialogue. What more are you hiding from the adults, Sarah? You pretend to be very sorry about everything. Just stop getting into trouble, okay? I promise this is the last time. Good. And you better return this thing to the antique shop where you took it from. Mr. Nixon let you go. I ain't doing that, sir. In your head, you kept going over and over again the dialogue you have with the director. 4 centuries! Surely this needle is worth a lot of money. Mrs. Hill won't sell it no matter who comes asking. So whoever wants it has no choice but to steal it. But what is he capable of, blinded by a fanatical desire to possess this thing? As you turned around the corner, onto the main street of Saintfour, you saw the guide's brother. You quickened your pace, hoping he wouldn't notice you, but your plan failed. Hey, Sarah, no greetings? Damn it. But I don't even know your name. He gladly extended his hand. Friends call me Cherry. Cherry? Ooh, juicy and sour as I like. Nice to meet you. Same here. Okay, I gotta go. See you. He followed you with his eyes, and you tried not to show that it annoyed you. I think he's just a little overconfident, I think is the thing, but I don't think he doesn't come off to me as a bad guy. Your hair got disheveled during your sleep. Oh, I need to feed Mrs. Hill's animals. You quickly got ready. Uh, oh my, oh my, oh no. Cherry's the other boy? Is he an LY? No, I want to change my hair. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm back. Okay. I'm gonna apologize in advance because I'm definitely. Ooh, wait a second. Okay, now I'm good. Now I'm back. I definitely grabbed some snacks, so you're just gonna have to deal with me munching. Okay, Ari said Cherry is an ally. I can't help that the Black Dragon boys hit different. I understand that. I get that. I understand that. But I have romanced John and Derek. I just haven't done endgame with either of them. There's a lot of LIs in this book, and I can see myself taking routes to romance all of them, but god damn, I have to pay this book over and over and over again to do it. But I am genuinely very interested in how the routes turn out. If Trier's an LI, then I definitely want to romance him at some point, because he seems adorable. He seems adorable. Um, I don't really understand why Sarah didn't really seem to like him that much. I liked him. Um, Aaron, John, Derek. Those are my three. And I'll probably do a replay too with Stephanie. Oh, really? You were single? Interesting. Putting on a coat, you went outside. Can I please change his hair? Oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense. It's cold. Hmm? A shadow flashed across the house, as if hiding from someone. You quickened your pace, but fortunately no one followed you. After 5 minutes, you stopped and slapped your forehead. Oh, god damn it. I forgot the keys to the shop. Forgot them where? In the museum? You didn't want to go anywhere in this weather. Even more so to make the trip several times. But there was no other way. You had to go back. Yeah, these hairstyles, I mean, I just want to change my hair so badly. Oh, I am gonna have to do a replay with Luke too. Damn it! Pretty much the only person that I'm not gonna romance is Michael, because fuck that guy. The dog whined on the second floor. You quickly took off your coat and went upstairs. Baby, what's the matter? Look at his cute little face. The door to your room was closed. You slowly opened it. I'm struggling to open my snack right now. The room was dark. Okay, no more crinkling, just sounds of me chewing. Baby immediately ran inside and started barking. Oh! Damn! Damn, bitch! Can I get a second? Sarah, this is a horror movie behavior. You aren't supposed to lose stuff in the middle of the night. A shadow flashed from the side. Who is this? You immediately looked at the floor. Nice! All the floorboards are in paste. You didn't find the needle. Fear took over your body, and you were afraid to even breathe. This time he won't let me go so easily. You carefully reached for the switch. The enemy grabbed your arm and pushed you onto the bed. The thief wanted to escape, but the dog was sitting at the entrance to the room. He looks so innocent. Like, look at his face. For some reason, it didn't growl and didn't bark, but it didn't let him out either. Is it Aaron? Like, why is the dog so calm? Does the dog know him? This is my chance. You jumped off the bed, but you didn't manage to take a step before the thief twisted your arms again. Himbo. He's a himbo. I can see that. The floorboard creaked. Uh-oh. Oh no, he guessed it. The thief bent down, still holding your hands tightly, lifting one of the floorboards. Seeing the needle, his hand trembled. He hastily took it and hid it in his pocket. You tried to break out, turn around to see the enemy, but he squeezed so tightly that it was hard to even breathe. The thief pulled you to the window, took the needle out of his pocket, and stretched it out into the light to make sure it was real. Moonlight flashed on the tip of the crystal. He's gonna kill me with this thing, but he returned it to his pocket. I can't just give the needle away. The sheriff will blame me. What should I do? Bite his hand. You grabbed his shoulder, clenching your teeth and inflicting pain. He let you go and wanted to grab you again, but he managed to get the needle from his pocket and slashed at his... Ooh, wait. Shit. No wonder he guessed it. You kept looking at the floor. Oh my god, wait, I don't know what hand. This obviously matters. Shit. I was not paying... Did they say? Oh, I can change their hair? No, it won't let me. Dude, I do not know. I'm definitely about to cheat right now. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Right hand? Okay, thank you. He groaned dully. How does he tolerate this pain? Everything happened so quickly you didn't get the chance to see his face. He slipped past the humble pet and ran out the room, and when you ran after him, he disappeared entirely. An empty house with the door wide open. You felt your grip on the needle. Oh, okay, you didn't do either, okay. Your whole body shook with pent-up fear. Now you did not feel safe even at home. We should have stopped feeling safe like days ago. Waiting for your mother to come home, you looked outside the window for dangerous people and quietly asked yourself, who is he? But you had the distinct feeling that you knew this person. Dude, it's gotta be like either Michael or um Aaron. Or maybe John. I'm not gonna take John out of it, but I do feel like it's likely that one of the three could be involved in this and trying to take some shit for me. I just feel it in my bones. I feel like it's one of them. I'm trying to think. I don't know if because they don't make the shadows look like any particular person, right? Or I don't know. So I feel like in the past they just made like generic default like male female shadows and then use that. So I don't know if the shape of the shadow is supposed to lead us towards a particular person. I feel like that'd be too obvious. Oh, let's go ahead and do it. Episode 5, The Search for Bobby is going full steam ahead, but what awaits you? Aaron is too hot to steal. There's no such thing as too hot to steal. Stole Ari's heart. Boom. Ari, please don't leave. Because I made that joke. Chapter 5, The Search. Are we finally fucking looking for Bobby? Annette was sitting on the porch, going over the herbs in the basket. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, hold on one second. For some reason, it's just like all of the music is no longer picking up. And Oh, 'cause I fucking muted it. Duh. That's the dumb bitch moment I had on stream. I was like, why isn't the music coming up? Ari said, yes, he did. Exactly. There's no such thing as too hot to steal. Are you still trying to conjure a potion? Oh, hello. Oh, she's older now. He's still in my heart, and I'm not even mad. Yes, I'm trying to find a cure for several ailments. Mm-hmm. Piece of Daria herself. Arya sat down next to her on the steps and handed her a few chicken eggs. In return, Annette gave her an infusion of... I never know how to say these flowers. I never know how to say these flowers. For insomnia, and continued to silently tinker with the plants. My girl Pisada, you seem sad. Cherry and Derek stole my heart. Cherry, interesting. I mean, I do wanna get his LI route. I don't know. I think I might stick with John question mark this time. Oof, Aaron's hot though. Whew. I'm sorry. It's 7 years today since my mother died. Oh, my deepest condolences. Arya looked around. Where is William? Fiddling with his animals, he put rabbit traps throughout the county. What is he doing with them? Annette irritably threw the herbs in the basket and stood up, wiping her hands on her dress. Could he walk with me? Annette looked at Arya with pity and anger at the same time. I told you so many times, Arya. William will not walk with you. Please understand it for once and all. Arya jumped, casting an offended look at her friend, trying to hold back her tears. Oh, forgive me. Please understand, even if I wanted to, William wouldn't listen to me. He has barely spoken to me for 7 years now. There are no people in the world more estranged than we are. But Arya did not hear her. She shook her head, wiping incessant tears. It's all simply because I'm hideous to look at. Oh my god! You were lucky, you were beautiful. Of course, you don't want someone like me with your brother. And what am I supposed to do? I bet you they definitely fucked. Like, not now, obviously, but I bet you that was who the father of her baby was. Ira, you got it all wrong. Annette wanted to calm her friend. But Arya threw her hand off her shoulder, violently pushed the basket of herbs away, and looked at Annette with a mixture of surprise and condemnation. What's the matter, Arya? Or is it all about the herbs? Would you be so beautiful without them? She ran away, not giving Annette the chance to answer. Okay, clearly they're feeling some type of way. You and Candy were sitting on the floor surrounded by pillows. Derek was looking out the window, thinking about something. You told them about everything that happened, including the strange dream, and then silence prevailed in the house. Show me again the mark on your hand. Yes! Please, please, please. Something that doesn't make the top of her head look flat as fuck. Yeah, let's do this. I've shown it several times. Doesn't he believe me? You raised your sleeve, exposing the mark. It's not like a bruise or a burn, and the shape of the palm is very strange. Because it was a fawn. Thank God the mullet is gone, yeah. As soon as I saw that shit, I was like, wait, can I do it now? Derek confusedly looked at you. It was evident that he would like to laugh at your naivete, but the evidence was pretty clear. Maybe it's her again? Don't worry, Candy, nobody will touch you anymore. The mark on your arm ached, and you grimaced nervously, lowered your sleeves. Does it hurt? Dirk squatted down beside you, gently taking you by the hand. You met his gaze, but Eric quickly averted his eyes and again looked intently at your wrist. Does it hurt when I do this? Barely touching, he stroked your mark. No. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. He was silent for a moment, got up, and threw on his jacket. I spoke with Michael. These black dragons, as they call themselves, are also going to look for Bobby. Candy, are you coming? No, I don't know. Derek smiled affectionately, kissed Candy on the top of her head like a younger sister. It's okay. It's better if you keep out of it. Thank you. So it's only the two of us going, Sarah? Looks like it. You and Candy put on your jackets. Yeah, Derek, he's low-key flirting with us. You never said anything about the needle or the visions. Do you think they're connected? Could be. Maybe someone is slipping you poison from that flower, say in food or water? Because we asked him about the poison and I'll say I thought that too. But who and when does he find the time? You said that the thief seemed familiar to you. You may have even met him before. Ooh, what if it's Luke's parents because they're always looking for antiques? That's a thinker. Hey, isn't that your dad's car out there? A police car was parked a block away from your house. It's his plates. Does he have some police business there? No, it's something else. Sarah, I'll go with you. I think my dad is at your place now. I think I understand what's going on. You said goodbye to Candy and moved towards your house. When you entered, Mom and Mr. Nixon were chatting animatedly about something. Oh, they fucking. Yeah, they fucking. Seeing you with Derek, they abruptly fell silent. Mr. Nixon immediately stood up, coughed shyly, embarrassed. Hello, children. Mom, can I have a moment with you, please? Mom nervously straightened her skirt and, like a guilty girl, followed you. Like a guilty, guilty girl. What's going on between you two? What are you talking about? Mom, please. She twisted her hands and didn't dare raise her eyes at you. Oh, okay. Our relationship with Dad is long gone. He ruined our future and now he's disappeared altogether, God knows where. Mom getting down and dirty with the sheriff. But, oh my god, but it's not about that. Jonathan, Mr. Nixon is a completely different man. He supported me, give me what your father couldn't. He is a real man. That's gross. That is gross. I was afraid of that. I feel guilty even talking about this with you, forgive me. But it all happened somehow on its own. Guilty girl. Like a guilty girl. And then when she starts confessing about it, she's like, he's a real man. I'm like, oh, Mom, stop it. If you tell me you want me to stop, I will stop all communication with them. I'll just say I'm happy for her. Really? Yes, if you feel good with him, who am I to stand in your way? You have no idea how glad I am. I don't know. I feel like once... Sorry, I'm responding to Ari's comment. I feel like once Dad has, like, left the house, I don't give a fuck. Like, if he's gone and they're clearly not in a good place, I'm like, girl, get you some dick. It would not be me. I would not be fucking him. But if she wants to get some dick, who am I to stop her? Mom hugged you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One thanks would be enough. Derek and Miss Nixon said goodbye and left. The thought of Derek and Sarah. Stop it. Stop it. Thought of Derek and Sarah being siblings. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I should have said no. I should have told her no. Not gonna lie, MC and her mom falling for Derek and Sheriff, good for them. No, it wouldn't make them blood relations, but God, that'd be uncomfortable. Depending on how fast they would want to, like, well, no, because they're 16. But I guess it depends on how fast they'd want to, like, move their relationship. Could you imagine going from, like, friends to, like, living in the same house? Like, that would be weird. That would be awkward, even if they weren't, like, flirting with each other. And you and Mom talked with joy like never before. It was already dark outside the window when you looked at the clock. We agreed to go look for Bobby. I broke you? Yeah. I had to pause the whole fucking stream to think about that. You quickly went upstairs and opened the closet doors. It will be especially cold in the forest. My ugly ass rainbow in vogue winter jacket is somewhere around here. Look at imagine looking for a missing person in this. Oh, you would have lost Image if you told her you didn't support it? Ooh. I mean, rip to Sarah and Derek's relationship, but it's legal even outside of Alabama. It was more so just uncomfortable, you know. And then her walking around like, ooh, she looks like a guilty girl, and he's a real man. Is like, ooh. Derek came to get you, and together you went to the appointed place. Oh, she's yelling for help. A hard, strong movement shut your mouth. Oh no. Be quiet. Oh, Derek, you scared me. Get up, carefully. High school story? Okay. Wait, are you talking okay. I'm trying to remember what his sprite looks like. I'm totally blanking on what the sprite looks like. Yeah, I'm totally blanking. He helped you get up. You almost hung on his neck. It started to rain. Great, can't get much worse than this. Come on, I found a place. Derek lifted you, and you moved on, overcoming the pain. He sat you near a damp and cold wall. It's worse here than outside, and I see nothing. God, she's nagging right now. Just hold on a sec. Branches crackled, dry leaves rustled, and after a few minutes a small bonfire was lit. Really, he found dry tinder to make a fire with in this rainstorm? Okay. You'll get warm in a minute. You stretched out your hands, feeling the heat of the fire, but the shiver did not stop. Are you cold? A little. He moved closer, put his arm around your shoulders, and pulled you close. Ooh. Then he started to rub your hands, trying to warm you. Is that better? Yes, thanks. What do you think about Candy and Bobby? We'll find them, don't worry. You put your head on Derek's shoulder. The wind was raging outside, icy drops gusting at you. Derek. Yes? Do you miss those times back then? Sometimes. Have you ever wished to change it, maybe leave Saintfour before it was too late? I would like to change something, but not to leave. So, what would you like to change? Derek slightly changed his position and to take your head off his shoulder. You looked at each other. I thought a lot about the past. If I could go back, I would have the courage to tell you about my feelings. Feelings? Sarah, don't feign ignorance. You always knew, didn't you? Maybe you should tell me now. Can I change my hair? Damn it! Derek rolled his eyes, exhaled exasperately, and pulled you sharply towards himself, passionately sinking his lips into yours. Oh, I'm responding, huh? You hit him on the shoulder once, then the second time, but the third time he caught your hands. Hey, easy. Oh my god. He also loosened the pressure, became more tender. Then he wanted to step back, but you suddenly felt the need to be closer to him. No, don't leave me. You threw your arms around his neck and merged into a kiss again. I mean, yeah. Derek lifted you and sat on his lap. Alright, kiddos. Kiddos? If this makes you uncomfortable, or if you're a minor, look away. Mute the stream. Give me 10 minutes. We'll be back. He squeezed your waist, pressing you closer. You have changed so much and at the same time remain the same Derek. And you haven't changed a bit. I like it. You clung to each other again, almost without interrupting the kiss. KT said yes. Raise your hands. Your bodies were burning and the clothes got in the way. Ari said, hell yeah. Derek dutifully complied with your request. You took off his t-shirt and ran your hand over his chest, his abdomen. Oh my god, hold on a second. We gotta move this speech box. We gotta move it. Hold on. You are so hot. Maybe you have a fever. Derek sharply switched positions, getting on top. Yes, because of you. Ooh, the lines in this book are so corny. He began to undress you impatiently, yet very skillfully at the same time. His kisses burned into your skin. You squirmed, trembled, shuddered, reacting to his every touch, his every breath. Derek. Ooh, he's shh. It's about to get hot and heavy. A sharp movement covered your body and goosebumps. Derek froze, letting you come to your senses. Oh, is he inside of us? He began to move slowly at first and then accelerated his pace more and more. I didn't realize he was inside of us. You didn't notice how you were pressed against the damp wall that was taking away the heat of Derek's hot body. Then you were on the floor again. Oh. You screamed in the silence of the night, leaving aside all the worries and wondering why it took so long for you and Derek to get here. So infinitely long. Is her ankle sprained? She's injured. You fell exhausted on top of Derek. He silently began stroking your hair. You looked to the flames, listened to the logs crack, and enjoyed the silence in each other's company. Damien level? Are you talking about from Perfect Match? So you were in love with me? Yes, although back then I didn't want to admit it to myself. How's your leg, by the way? It hurts, but not so much. Let me see. He gently placed your leg on your knees and examined your ankle. You looked at the dying fire. I could stay here forever. Okay, so now we're back to the past. Almost an entire search party gathered near the forest. Even Luke joined the quest, regardless of his mutual dislike with Michael. Everyone fucking hates Michael. If that doesn't tell you something. Here, we're all in the same boat, right? I can roll over at any time. That's a clever remark. A small rumble of voices and jokes were heard coming from the members of the Dragon Gang. But then Aaron came out of the darkness and everyone fell silent at once. Ooh, this man is attractive. Since we did not manage to get together earlier, we will have to search in the dark. But this complicates the task. We will split into two groups. Brown, Cherry, you're on your own. Chocolate said it clearly doesn't hurt because you are clearly engaging in some strength. Yeah, man, he took her from the wall to the floor and like she didn't complain about her ankle one time. So Brown is the name of that thug. Okay, Jerry. Aaron turned to you. Who are you going with? You looked at Michael and Luke. They talked about something with Brown and Cherry, discussing where it would be better to start the search while going further and further into the forest. You wanted to call them, but they were already lost among the trees. Aaron's supremacy. I will not distract them. I'll go with you, Aaron. Aaron was surprised, but said nothing. Good. We meet here in an hour and a half. Come on, Sarah. Derek held you back. You're gonna go with this felon. Why do we keep calling them felons? We don't know that they're felons. Don't worry. See you soon. We about to get laid. No, we're not. We're probably not. You follow the head of the dragons. You wandered around different paths, rushing at the sight of shadows and silhouettes similar to the one you were looking for. But it always turned out to be a tree or just a play of light. While we walk, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. How did you become the head of the Black Dragons? He grinned. I created them. Why? Aaron stopped abruptly and you slammed into his back. Does this belong to your friend? A piece of Bobby's jacket had torn off, caught in a low branch. You jumped up and grabbed it. Sure, I don't know what Bobby wears these days. So we're on the right track. What if one of us climbs a tree and looks around? Good idea, wait here. Are you gonna leave me here alone? Do you want to climb a tree? I'd rather do that, yeah. Suit yourself, try not to break your neck in the process. Climb climbed to the top. The branches scratched your hands and face. In the end, you were disappointed. The trees were so high that it was impossible to see anything further than the next pine. I have to go back down. Don't worry, Derek, you about to get laid in 8 years. He said 8 fucking years. It really did take that long, though. It really did. But as soon as you moved, a flock of birds flew at you. They had wild, round eyes, and they expressed some groundless anger, a desire to throw you off the tree. They pecked at you and flapped their wings furiously. Trying to defend against their attacks, you fell off the branch. Coordinate your moves correctly? What? You tried to regroup your body and soften the fall in a way, but the height was too great, and then I died. Okay. The pain, though hellish, twisted your whole body for a moment, and then left you along with the last gasp. I died. Rip. Can we get some F's in the chat for me fucking up? Trying to defend against their attacks, you fell off the branch. I don't know. You gathered all the strength and grabbed the right branch, which seemed to be stronger than the others. Holding it inflicted pain on your hands, and hard bark scratched your skin, but you managed to hold on. Now I need to carefully go down. Because your entire body was trembling, it took you a long time to descend. Exhausted, you fell in Aaron's arms. He looked indifferently at your exhausted, scratched face. The flock of birds from Angry Birds? I can't say I'm familiar with Angry Birds as a reference. Thank you, KT, for the F. Thank you, Chocolates, for the F. I got it the second time, though. I warned you. Aaron took his hands away from you and fell to the ground. Ouch, what'd you do that for? That hurt. He leaned over you. If you volunteer to do something and fail, do not show weakness afterward. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Never allow yourself to be pitied. Aaron looked up. Why did you fail? I was attacked by like 50 birds. Didn't you hear them? What? I thought they were peck out my eyes. Well, what got into them? You looked up. The branches were empty, as if there was never a flock of birds there. Thank you, Ari, for the F. The wind howled, but it was more like a whisper. Come on, I feel uneasy here. You went further in the direction to which Bobby ran, but did not see anything new. It was time to return to the meeting spot. We need to get back. Maybe your friends found something too. Yes, let's go. What? Some rustle caught your attention. You turned around and suddenly you were in a completely different place. Oh shit. A huge red moon was up in the sky. But it's still too early for the red moon. It charmed you, and you barely managed to take your eyes away from it in order to look around. I've been here before in a dream. Ooh, this one's glowy now. There's a third, because last time there were only 2 graves, this one and then a one on the side, and now there's another grave here. Ooh, this time all the graves were filled. A lesson about survival? The roar made you shiver and back away, and animal fear took hold of your senses. Oh, is this supposed to be Fawn? A shadow passed between the trees. In the darkness you heard a whisper in Latin. Is someone casting a spell? But for what? You turned around towards the Fawn statue, motionless and severe. And suddenly you noticed someone approaching out of the corner of your eye. A blade flashed. You ran away as quickly as you could. And ran into Luke. Hey, what are you doing? She was just standing still and then screamed and ran here. Aaron looked at you as if you were crazy. Are you okay? I saw something. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You looked around for a statue, but there was nothing resembling it nearby. Aaron looked at your head. You seem fine. You shook your hands off irritably and he switched his attention to the others. Did you find anything? Only this. Cherry held out a child's boot. That's not Bobby for sure, too tiny. A girl recently disappeared, maybe it's hers? It is possible. What's going on in this forest? I advise you to bring this to my father. We'll show an approximate location and then a proper search party will find Bobby. Luke slightly staggered and sat right on the ground. What's wrong with you? Nothing. I just hurt myself while we were walking through the bushes. You looked at Luke, and a cold shiver ran down your spine. His left sleeve was soaked with blood. You tried to break free. Oh. I stabbed the attacker's hand. My mouth is just hanging open right now. Oh my god. You backed away. Luke, is he really the one after the needle? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Wow. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. He probably had a wound and then he bumped it into something when he was walking and it kind of like reopened it and stuff and made it bleed again. Bold of him to show his face, you know, after doing that the night before. I did. I hit the right hand. I did. Which is weird that because they said it was his arm that was bleeding, right? Not his hand. I can't remember. Yeah, his left sleeve is bleeding. I don't know what that is then. Oh, I guess. We only have one more cup, so let's go ahead and finish episode 6. Try to solve the mystery of the needle. Hopefully it's not too late. Oh, I just realized this is a little girl from the beginning. It took me forever to realize that. Bizarre school days. The fawns stood in a row. Their whisper ominously resonated in the silence of the night. Their move was well calculated. They had done this more than once. As they threw back their heads, red spirals lit up on their foreheads, the symbol of immortality and the dream world. Oh god, there's multiple of them. But suddenly, people with torches ran out of the forest, interrupting the ritual. Get the bastards! Arrows pierced through the air. Paying no attention to what was happening around him, one of the fawns continued to whisper. But after a moment he froze, and purple blood began oozing from the corner of his mouth. Oh. He fell to his knees. Scarlet spiral on his forehead briefly brightened, and then dimmed and completely faded out. Another of the fawns turned towards the people, and with one stomp threw a dozen of them to the ground. It is always thanks to us. Oh, it is thanks to us that you always have a harvest, that your lands are fertile, your animals are healthy and well fed, that nature favors you at all. And this is how you repay us for it? You aren't worthy to be our rulers. A myriad of arrows covered the sky again. The fawn dodged one of them, catching it in mid-flight as it passed him by. Crystal tip? Oh, the humans clashed with their kings. The hatred from one side collided with the rage of the other. Screams, the smell of blood, and burning fetor. The fawn left a trail of human corpses in his wake. All his kindred had fallen in battle, along with dozens of these petulant mortals. Holy shit. The last surviving fawn fled at last, outnumbered by impossible odds, weaving his way into the forest while dodging the barrage of crystal arrows. Strength. I have no strength. He disappeared deep into a shadowy thicket, but suddenly he heard a scream. There he is, get him. I kind of feel bad. Something stabbed him in the back. The fawn fell to his knees briefly, but somehow managed to get back onto his feet and continue on further into the woods. He coughed up blood and his legs grew weaker. He won't survive, let's go. The last of the fawns fell to the ground. The spiral on his forehead lit up, and then dimmed. Damn, boy. You sat on the edge of the bed, swiping the sweat off your face. You got carried away in your thoughts and froze that way for quite a while, and then you looked at your sleeping pet. I tried so many times to get him to talk, but he just won't. He only seems to speak when he deems it necessary. I feel like I'm losing my mind. You went to the window and looked behind the curtains. Although it was daytime, an almost full moon was high up in the sky. Its red light painted everything in pink hues. I always see a full red moon in my visions. An escalating sense of foreboding overcame you, making your stomach twist with fear. Mom burst into the room, holding several packages in each hand. She threw them on the bed and took a deep breath. What's all this? I was so happy when you allowed me to see Mr. Nixon, and yet I feel guilty, guilty and grateful at the same time. I wanted to give you a present. I hope you'd like something here. Oh, you shouldn't have. You looked into the packages. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, it gets worse. Oh, it gets... This is actually kind of cute, but oh, God, it gets worse. You're beautiful. This bitch always compliments me, only to compliment her damn self. She glanced at the clock. Oh, didn't you see the time? Hurry up, you'll be late for school. I'm out the door as we speak, Mom. You squeeze a shaft of the needle in your pocket. After several robbery attempts, you decided to always carry it with you. But what's this needle for? Passing by the extremely damaged library, you stopped. The director of the museum said that there were some inscriptions in Latin on the needle. Looks like the ground floor is even still open. Are we really going into a burnt-down library? Hello, are you guys open? What about dictionaries? I need a Latin to English dictionary if you have any. But the librarian was surprised and hesitant for a moment, but then she nodded and went into the hall. My class is coming up here real soon. I better hurry. The translation took longer than you thought, but after all the effort, your best translation was there before you. You read quietly. The needle is the ritual's end, bringing him back from the dead. Oh shit. As the vial gets filled up with blood, 4 hearts forever will stop. Holy shit. The 80s outfit are kind of whack. Yeah, they're the worst. A full crimson moon hung in the sky. All the graves were filled. They're trying to resurrect Fawn. A silhouette flickered amidst the darkness, and from behind the trees you heard a whisper in Latin. You turned towards the Fawn statue, so motionless, so austere. A blade flashed. The needle is part of the ritual to resurrect the Fawn. And the ritual requires 4 children, 4 hearts. But who'd want to resurrect the Fawn, and how does William the boy from the past fit all into this? Children's faces flash before your eyes. Megan White, Bobby, Mr. Walter's son all disappeared. And that means you gathered your things at once and ran towards the school. Despite your exhausting effort, you still missed the first class. Will I get in more trouble for missing a class? I don't want to. Oh, fuck. Just whatever. I don't think it's too critical. Maybe the teacher didn't notice my absence. Oh, I bet she did. Derek was standing at the end of the hallway by the principal's office. He paced in front of the door, peeping into the gap. You approached him. What's the matter? Quiet. He put his ear against the door. It looks like things are getting worse. Move over. You looked through the cracked door and listened. This is unthinkable. There are 3 missing children. The 4th was almost kidnapped last night, but his absence was noticed just in time. According to the description the child gave, it was a young fellow. He fed the boy purple candy. Is Luke really involved in this? You tried to ward off such thoughts, but everything pointed to him being guilty. I'm gonna say he always seemed a little strange. The man tried to drug me. I've got to talk to him. Have you seen Luke? No, he didn't come to school today. Derek, I think Luke... Hush! You listened again. This is a critical situation. The school is already brimming with rumors. The principal plopped down into his chair, wiping his face with a handkerchief. It's just unthinkable. Someone got up from the couch and walked over to the desk. You saw his face. Derek recoiled slightly in surprise. That's the mayor of the city. What's the mayor doing at the school? What are your suggestions, Sheriff? You can close the school for a while. What? That's impossible. We're the only school in Saintfour. That's why all the missing children disappear from here. You were right to say the situation was critical, and we must take critical measures. May I suggest that such measures would be excessively drastic? There's no way to know how long your investigation will last. Would this mean that the children have to drop out of school? I think you should increase the number of patrol cars, Sheriff Nixon. Both children and their parents should feel safe in Saintfour. Don't worry about it. The principal got up from the table and everyone moved towards the exit. Come on, quick! You dashed through the hallway, trying to get as far as possible from the principal's office, and ran into Adele and Steve. Oh, here goes this fucker. Oh, Sarah, what a surprise. What do you want? Nothing, really. I wanted to apologize. Oh, what for? Steve exchanged glances with Adele, hesitating a bit, and Adele rolled her eyes. You're such a wuss, Steve. Adele turned towards you, took your hands. Baby, you see, we have a long-standing tradition here at school regarding newcomers. Basically, we do it to all outsiders. We misjudge you, of course. It turns out you're not one of them. What's the tradition? Forget it, Sarah. They've just got nothing better to do, but you're not the new kid anymore. Derek tried to lead you away, but Steve held you back. Let me apologize. Again, what for? Michael and I, we were supposed to rough you up a bit, you being the new kid and everything. Michael brought you to the Glade. He wanted to disgrace you in front of the whole school. Yeah, girl. I know. If it weren't for her, who knows what Michael would have done. He likes to improvise. It could have been much worse and humiliating for you. Yeah, I'm gonna say Michael is a bastard. That's entirely true. You shouldn't trust him. I feel like they are kind of exaggerating certain things about this. Like, I don't trust them, but, like, I also don't like Michael. Seduced by the Rhythm is going to be free diamond mode. I saw that. Is that, like, starting on Friday or something? You're no better. But we were the first to at least confess. We felt bad. What about Michael? Adele hugged you, showing everyone you're on good terms. We shouldn't fight. It just makes both of us look petty. What do you say? She gently touched your cheek, but you recoiled, to which she acted with a slight grin. Come on, Steve. Adele turned around again and waved a friendly goodbye. I am sick of her. It's okay. Michael came out of the classroom. I'ma fuck his ass up. Damn it. Come on, Derek. Damn it. I want to fuck his ass up. You walked past him without so much as looking in his direction. I should motor. My class is way over in Westering. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's got nothing to do with me at this point anyways. Derek patted you on the shoulder in a friendly gesture. You also headed to your class, but you couldn't focus on the lecture. Present day, when the rain stopped, you and Derek left the cave and continued on. It seemed as though time had stood there for the last 10 years. Do you remember this place? Vaguely. Since you came out of hiding, Derek had been reticent and quiet. Reticent? Yeah. He seemed detached and even cold towards you. What's the matter? Did I do something wrong? Too many things to count. Which exactly are you referring to? Very funny. Quiet, do you hear that? Derek stopped you and shielded you with his body, protecting you from any potential danger. You listened. At recess, you heard screams. At first, you couldn't grasp where they were coming from, but then you realized they were coming from outside. A crowd of high school students were gathered in the backyard. They were shouting excitedly as if they were cheering someone on. What's going on? You came closer. Excuse me, can I get through? Sorry, can I? John! John was laying in the center. Steve lay at his feet, struggling to get up. Holy shit. Bastard. You damn well asked for it. Oh, were they like roughing him up because he's a new kid? Steve jumped, pounced on John. They started fighting again. I'm gonna intervene, that's my man's. Stop it. Back, come on. You pushed everyone out of your way, jumped into the circle. Don't get involved. What do you think you're doing? John? Sarah, we'll sort this out. Suddenly you heard the principal's angry voice. He rushed out of school and ran towards the gathering of spectators. Yeah, John seems like he's kind of ready to fight at any moment, which is kind of concerning. What is this havoc? The crowd immediately parted. Many hurriedly disappeared into the building. You, my office now. As John passed you by, he hesitated briefly. Sorry about this show. Will you wait for me while the principal scolds us for fighting? Yep. I have not hesitated on any of these L.I. Diamond options. And we need to do something about your face. Don't worry about it. That wasn't a question. Okay, thanks. I want to know what they were getting in a fight about. After 15 minutes, John came out. So? I got suspended for a week starting tomorrow. Oh, will your mom be mad? Mom? Oh, no, she'll understand. While John was occupied with the principal, you went to borrow some peroxide and cotton pads from the nurses. Sit down. John sat at the bench and you stood in front of him. It'll sting a bit. That's all right. You gently touched his face, pushing his head back a little. Yeah, no, I did not hesitate at all. Then, trying to be as gentle as possible, you began to treat the abrasions. John endured without making a sound. What happened? Never mind. You about to... Yes, you press a little harder onto the wound. You gonna tell me what the fuck happened. Ouch. So, what happened? Are you torturing me? Ooh, he's handsome, y'all. Something like that. Steve has self-esteem issues. He needs to constantly reassure himself at the expense of others. He just wasn't used to anyone standing up to him. Did you hit him first? Not really. You both kept silent while you worked on his face. He held your hand. Does it hurt? A little. Your eyes met. John continued to hold your wrist, then slowly, as if stroking it, let go. You both froze, studying each other in silence. He slowly pulled you towards him. You felt his hands on your waist, his breath tickled your neck. Hell yeah, moving closer. You inched closer to him, just an inch, but that was enough for him to start kissing you. I am completely losing my head in this city. Am I doing the right thing? Yeah, girl, don't question it. The very next moment, he pulled you closer to him and all thoughts vanished at once. You were kissing as if you were apart for a long time, or as if it was a forbidden kiss, and the forbidden fruit is always so sweet. Your emotions were getting out of control, and for a moment you were afraid that you might be seen. I wish I could be like John. He got game. John is smooth. So wild and lustful. You pushed him away a bit. Your fingertips could feel his heartbeat rapid with passion. What is it, Sarah? We have to go to class. Do we? You pulled away, fixed your hair, and straightened your clothes. Shall we? You gathered the peroxides and the pads and returned to school. You sat down next to Candy, just like in the old days. The teacher fiddled with some documents, not paying any attention to you. Many began to chat, some tended to their schoolwork or other business. At times it became too noisy, and the teacher would call out threateningly for silence, then returning to writing things in his notebook or grading assignments. You looked outside the window. Luke never showed. I completely forgot to ask Adele where he was. To complete the ritual, 4 children are needed. They only need 1 more now. If Luke is really involved in all this, it hurt you to even think about it. Why would he resurrect the fawn? A girl appeared outside the window on the school grounds. She came out with a briefcase almost twice her size. You felt uneasy. It seemed that if you turned away, someone would grab her and drag her into the forest. What are you thinking about? What? Oh, nothing. Do you remember how we constantly got told off for chatting during the lectures? Of course, we even got detention. We just drifted apart lately. We don't talk about it. Yeah, we have not seen this bitch in a long time. We don't talk about anything anymore. Yes, I know. So much has happened, and I was afraid to accidentally remind you of things. It's okay, you can ask me anything. Are you sure? Yes, one day our school janitor came to my hospital room. Ew. I don't know how it happened, but we got to talking. He told me about his story about Pisaderia, and I told him what I had to go through because of her. It was then I realized that I can only break free from it only after I speak up. Ooh. Ooh. We're asked about the janitor. I didn't know that he came to see you. She smiled sadly. Yes, he came to me and burst into tears, apologizing that he couldn't do anything. He told me that 10 years ago he worked as a janitor at the monastery and lived there in the house nearby. One night while walking through the woods, he heard a baby cry. Mom, Mommy, let's go home. Oh, I'm cold. Are you lost? The girl jumped and hung on the janitor's hand. She was trembling from weakness and could barely stand on her feet. Please, my mom is sick. Tell her that it's cold here. The janitor saw her mother's gaze. Man, this bitch is dead. She was standing in the shadows, and it was difficult for him to get a good look, but he could already feel a lingering and suffocating fear engulfing him. I live nearby. You can spend the night at my place. Please. The girl began to cry. The mother suddenly flinched, looked angrily at the janitor, as if he was responsible for her daughter's tears. She came out of the shadows, and with a terrible laugh, attacked him. Oh, please, no. She pushed him to the ground and sat on his chest. Mom, Mom, leave him. Oh shit, he got his shit wrecked. The janitor barely managed to escape. After that, he couldn't speak normally, couldn't live normally. Since then, his whole existence was nothing but a struggle with fear, and he always lost. And every time he tried to warn you, he remembered that night, that uncontrollable fear. So he lost his mind after meeting with Pisaderia? Hearing this name of her worst nightmare, Candy started, but quickly pulled herself together. Yeah, I guess, but was he more crazy than you and me? Let's talk about the romance. Candy grimaced, angrily turned around to the class as if they were all guilty of these rumors. None of that is true. I would have been very surprised if it were true. So what really happened? Candy paused for a bit and began to fidget. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. No, it's fine. I had nothing with Sam's stepfather. I dated Sam himself for a while. Oh, he didn't know that. One time, he came to our house and was shouting outside the window, and he wanted to take a walk with me. My mom came out. She made a big scene in the front yard and forbade me to date the dregs of society. Then we began to see each other in secret. Not a soul knew about us. Then one day, Sam's stepfather came to school. He told me to get into his car, said that Sam was sick, and he took me to their house. On the way, he kept saying that his wife wanted to talk to me. She wanted to look me in the eyes. I couldn't understand what was going on. It turned out that my mom found out again somehow that Sam and me and began to threaten his parents. So his stepfather beat him up very badly. Sam was laying in bed, half conscious, whispering my name. The second I entered the room, his mother pounced on me. She blamed me for everything that happened. She pointed at Sam and screamed, "You did this to him. This is all on you." And then they threw me out, forbidding me to ever come close to their son again. Oh, that's horrible. Yes, I was seen with Sam's stepfather, and nasty rumors spread like wildfire, but there wasn't an ounce of truth to them. You were silent for a while. Any more questions? Nope. She smiled and hugged you. Everything is good now, really. I hope. Ouch, that was loud. You want to go outside and chat? Let's go. Let me take a drink of water. You sat down with Candy right on the stairs. You shared with her everything that happened. Why not? Yeah, guys, Sam's stepfather, not a great dude. Not a great dude. regarding Luke and other emotional struggles, but Candy suddenly became silent, thoughtful. She's not ready to hear it yet. Everything in her life must be in proper order and calm as possible. Is everything okay? Yes, never mind. This fucking bell. The bell rang. The next class would begin shortly. Gotta go. Oh god, will this day never end? You got up and paused for a moment. What's the matter? Were there always that many police cars here? There were at least 3 of them in the school's parking lot. A lot more of them out patrolling the town, too. It's kind of spooky, really, so many of them at once. So, last time you all did your term paper in pairs. I did mine with Luke. Your heart sank again from suspicion. I had war flashbacks of high school. Is Luke the kidnapper a minion of the Fawn? These thoughts were so terrible that you never found the strength to share them with Derek. As you may recall, I warned you about a final team project. I personally will divide you into groups. You will need to come up with a project and submit it 1 week from That's not a very long time, 1 week. The teacher opened the journal, perusing it. First team? She called names. Second team. Then it was your turn. Third team. Sarah O'Neill, Candy Nelson, John Hall, Freddie Brown, and Derek Nixon. The only person I don't know is Freddie. You can all switch desks and arrange them for your groups. You turned your desk into the start of a semicircle with candies to make it convenient to talk. Well, who has any suggestions? Everyone spoke at once. I have an idea. But they interrupted each other so enthusiastically that they didn't hear you. I'm gonna knock on the table. Everyone fell silent at once. Now, are you ready to listen to me? Speak. What if we made an exhibition of school students throughout its entire history? Find class photos of each year, pictures of notable students in history, show what our school was like many years ago. It's too much. I think we need to come up with something else. I find the idea very interesting. Sarah, I always heard you're always on top of your game, so I'm sure your idea will work. New names, fresh bodies. Oh, that makes me nervous. John was silent. What do you think about this? To be honest, I don't know. Maybe we'll think of something bigger? Well, in my opinion, this is quite big. I accidentally overheard what you were discussing. I think the idea is interesting. I advise you to do exactly that. You win, Sarah. Where do we start? From the school archive, I think everything we need should be in there. To save time, Freddie and I should go to the store, buy some good paper and other accessories. I agree, anything is better than digging through dusty documents. Good one. Once you're done shopping, come to my place. Okay. You took the keys from the school librarian and went down to the archive. When was the last time they cleaned this place? They just dump old documents here and go. My gut tells me we'll be here for a while. Just look at this mess. I suggest we split up, keep track of what you look through so we don't double over everything. Agreed, I'll go through the racks. I don't know, just pick a random one. The racks are mostly empty. You opened one half box, then another one. Guys, I think I found it. You put the box on the table and looked inside together. So many photos. The principal warned us. Their archive is abandoned, but if you do some digging, you can find some worthwhile stuff. You went to the window, attempted to open the curtain, and it fell entirely together with the pole. Oops. Outside the window, the full red moon froze up in the sky, scattered among the stars, painting the whole city in ominous shades. So, when is the next red full moon? Tonight, sort of. Why? A foreboding feeling paralyzed you. The ritual should happen tonight, but they are one child short. The thoughts made you tremble in fear, and you were barely able to stand on your weakening legs. Let's quickly sort this box. They began to take out pictures and lay them out on the table. You stared menacingly at the moon, which did not seem to have any reassuring words for you. Somebody gonna die tonight. An hour passed by, and you sorted out almost all of the photos. You took the last one out of the box. Um, 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 that one looks familiar. A photo from 1930. A group of guys smiled at the camera. The quality of the photo left much to be desired, and yet you noted the guy standing in the middle. This time your legs failed you, and you fell rapidly onto the hard wooden chair. What's the matter? This photo. Let me have a look. That's John. John? Maybe it's his great grandfather, or. Derek looked at the photo. That is an exact copy of John. Can third generation relatives be that similar? The fact that even Derek conceded made your doubts disappear. It's actually John in this photo. You can see all your meetings, all your conversations, his smile flashing before your eyes. He always seems so kind. Let's reason logically. Maybe this is a well-orchestrated practical joke? Derek looked at the photo again. It looks very realistic. He handed it to you, and he looked at it again. Maybe it's a kind of anomaly. Maybe they really are relatives. Uh-uh. I can't believe I spent my diamonds on this bitch. And what if it's actually John? Well, that's impossible, obviously. Well, what other options are there? Then why hasn't he aged in over 50 years, or am I the only one puzzled by it? This can't be mere coincidence. It's definitely somehow connected to the fawn. To save time, Freddie and I could go to the store, buy some good paper. Okay, this is a flashback. Yada yada yada. Hold on, he's got he's got Freddie with him. If he kidnapped him for the ritual, he still needs. You started frantically searching your pockets. No! 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 Oh, I paid diamonds for him to steal from me. Oh my god, I did this to myself. I did this to myself. No! I should have known this man was too handsome to be true. This is the type of shit I live for. I love when visual novels give you an LI that just fucks your shit up. Like, I love this shit. You started frantically searching your pockets and opened the backpack and dumped all the contents onto the floor. KT said he is savage. My needle, he stole it. And that means John has everything he needs to bring back the fawn. I can't believe we're ending on that note, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just need to stand up. I need to move because what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Like, I am stunned, shocked, surprised, flabbergasted, awestruck. Holy shit. That was, I mean, oh. I'm speechless. I am fucking speechless. Wow. 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 How do you like your man old, very old? Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. I do think we're gonna have to end it there. We made quite a lot of progress. We literally went from season 1, episode 12 to season 6 of, or sorry, season 2, episode 6. Lucifer is hundreds of years old, so this is in keeping with the trend. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't really be nagging on Aaron for his age, given given my history with Eliza books. So yeah, thank everybody for watching. Thank you for following. Thanks. Sorry for all the fucking Wi-Fi issues, the thunderstorm. Jesus Christ, tonight was interesting. A lot of obstacles to go through. And again, if you are watching this on YouTube replay or Twitch replay, as a reminder, we do this stream every Tuesday, 7 p.m. EST, 4 p.m. Is it PDT, EDT? I'm forgetting. Whatever California time zone is, I'm forgetting what the abbreviation is. I stream Romance Club every week. So after next Tuesday, we'll be doing Heaven's Secret. I don't think we're going to get through all of Heaven's Secret because I think we're starting from episode 3 of season 3. So I think we're probably going to have at least 2 more streams of Heaven's Secret, or Hot Devil, as some people call it. Um, so yeah, next week we'll do Hot Devil / Heaven's Secret, and then the week after we'll pick back up with Shadows of Saintfour. But other than that, thank you everybody for watching. The best people call it Hot Devil. Yeah, we're just gonna have to refer to it as Hot Devil from now on. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully y'all can join me next week. And we're gonna end it there. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night.